Holy shit. Holy shit. He actually made it. He actually managed to come live twice in 1 week. What is this? What is this sorcery? Welcome guys and girls to another stream today, which today we will have to talk a little bit because I won't lie, I'm not the greatest right now, like not in the greatest spot. I also almost wanted to cancel stream because it's just a bit rough on the YouTube side of things. So yeah, we will have to talk about it a little bit sooner, but I hope everything in here is doing well, peoples. I had to I just checked general when the stream went live. Welcome. Also, Luvian, hope you got your ear protection for the stream. You now know how to cook crumbles here. And Annabelle also, welcome. Welcome guys. But yeah, main point is that I started the stream now, but I have no idea what the hell we are doing today. Not a single clue, because I've been in a bit of a pickle because I don't know how to describe it. I made a video actually. Actually, let me show this maybe. Forgot the ear deafness. Well, that's a skill issue. But yeah, I'm gonna show this, maybe to start off the stream. Also, my camera instantly got blurry again. I, at some point, need to actually get some proper lights for, you know, the stream. I don't have them, so that's why, you know, they constantly keep getting blurry, but yeah. Let me show that real quick for reference. I just hope I don't accidentally leak something when I... Alright. Thanks, Courts. But yeah. I'm just double checking real quick, but yeah. I think that is about it. Basically, earlier today, these are, for the record, the 2 MK challenge videos that are coming out like on the weekend, like the Toy Factory and the Quarters one. And then I made this video earlier today because I won't lie, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown and whatnot, and I needed some time to talk about something, because my main issue right now at this very moment is that I feel like I'm falling off again regarding YouTube stuff. You will be like, oh, it doesn't matter, do whatever the fuck. I'm falling off. I am in a bit of a pickle, feeling a bit, fuck, what can I do? What can I do to keep this up again? Because I was building something with Trials, yada yada yada. It went really well, it went better, then it was the full release. Then I took this stupid break from when I did Toxic Shock. Or was it like right here? And now we are slowly but surely dripping back to square zero. And I'm currently in the mindset of thinking what the hell to do with the channel, because the last thing I want to happen, welcome Mercy by the way, the worst thing I just want, like, I want to get a point at some point where my channel is no longer dependent on how a game's been doing. Like, I've been doing YouTube for 6 years now, and every single time it was pretty much dependent on the game, how well things have been going. And that is just, at some point I'm just getting tired of that. It's like the main issue. Because the thing is, now I have to sit here and basically be like, oh, I can try do Trials, yada yada yada. But it's not going anywhere until Trials becomes popular again. So, and I would love at some point to get somewhere after 6 years. So, yeah. That's just the struggles that I'm dealing with right now. Doesn't mean that I will abandon trials or anything, but it just makes it a little more difficult. Do you know when are the developers increasing the character level limit? Next update probably. Like they mentioned on the roadmap. And on the roadmap, they mentioned that there will be new amps in summer. So we will probably get a level increase, because the only times, Annibal, when they increase the level cap is if there's more stuff to, you know, actually invest your tickets in. Obviously, I've said that before, it would be nice if they had like a prestige system of sorts where you can, you know, prestige your character, start back at level 1 but have like prestige 1 and prestige rewards, and then you can keep leveling. That would be cool. But the only time when they will actually increase the level count is when they have, you know, new stuff to unlock. And the next thing should be in summer, when the new prime asset comes out, the new main trial comes out, and also the new rig comes out. When we get the new rig, then obviously there's gonna be a lot of levels and XP to gain, you know? If that makes sense. And obviously they also said new amps, so you will also invest in new amps and stuff like that. So yeah. Was Toxic Shock a popular event for you? I'm bringing out the thing again. That's the other thing, by the way, that pisses me off, and I also ranted about that in the video. Date with Night Hunter at the carnival. What the fuck is this? Like the other thing that really pisses me off, and I'm just gonna show this right now. A bunch of these challenge speedruns, okay, falling off, whatever. But then you have this video. Guess what video was kinda rampant popular? The video in which I'm negative about. That is the thing that pisses me off as well. By the way, here's the God Run. I'm still waiting for a commission for the thumbnail, but it's like right there. But yeah, it's like the one video, it got like a bit of spike again when, you know, when it's negative. And that's just a thing. I know this is how the internet works, but it's fucking pissing me off, because now I have to think. Like, I've had a feeling about, okay, I wanna do this with trials, I wanna do that with trials, I wanna do that with trials, wanna do that with trials. But I'm just thinking to myself, that won't get me anywhere. And you know, yeah, it's not all about views, yada yada yada, but at some point I wanna get somewhere. Like I did with Twitch, for example. Like, just a few months ago, I was at the bottom of the food chain. And now, a few months ago, a lot of you guys started, you know, being like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. And ever since then, we had really nice and fun streams. Like with Twitch, I'm more than happy. Like with Twitch, we've reached a point, shut the fuck up. We've reached a point where I'm like, okay, this is awesome. This is all I dreamed of. Having like a small community here with which I can interact with, that I can entertain with streams. This is awesome. But on the side of YouTube, maybe I'm just more, you know, more pushy towards YouTube and whatnot. But with YouTube, I'm just like, oh man, you know, it's like, fuck. How weird how you have 9 tickets, I only got 3. Yeah, the thing about the tickets is some people even have 45, which I don't know how, you know, they get 45. But the reason I got 9 tickets is because back when the level cap was at 40, it basically was like, last 3 levels you got like 6 tickets instead of, you had like, got like 6 tickets instead of 3. So eventually, like, it's not accurate for a lot of people. Yeah, Mercy also saying that he's got 20 tickets. Like, some people have even more than 45, what do I know? But it's basically because at the very beginning it was like really weird how the tickets were distributed. But if you started the game today and leveled all the way up, then you would, you know, go ahead and get the thing going. Also, Lito, welcome. But yeah, I'm just in a very, I will say it, bad headspace regarding YouTube right now. And that's also the main reason why I was like almost tempted to cancel stream today, because earlier today I was in a really bad mood. It's gotten better, obviously, because I'm not screaming at you right now or whatever else, but it was pretty bad. Get somewhere. Finding your niche is all you need. Your content is quality is just finding what makes it enjoyable writing for you. Yeah, probably. The main thing, which also just stinks though, and I know this is like, oh, some people may have struggled longer. It still feels bad to be quote unquote at the bottom of the food chain regarding the whole YouTube stuff after 6 years. Like, yeah, I started the new YouTube channel, whatever the fuck, around 1 year ago. But before that, I had another, like, I did YouTube before that, and it was like already going for 5 years, and it just always feels like it doesn't really feel like I'm getting anywhere. I'm always dependent on what I do. And whenever I'm like, oh, this kind of feels bad, I'm not getting anywhere, I just wanna switch, it just feels like the gamble. You guys know, like, if you've done YouTube and stuff yourself, you know that. But every single time you wanna switch it up, whether it's variety and what else, it's such a gamble every single time. And that's, just terrifying to think about. Yeah, but the thing, like, that's also just rubbing me the wrong way, guys. That, just the negativity. Like, you will, like, it's so evident why so many people are so negative all the fucking time, because it just fucking sells. It's just so bad. YouTube is oversaturated with content, which is part of the problem. So even though you have quality content, people, yeah. That's another thing, by the way. And I didn't even mention that in a video that will come out tomorrow. You know what also happened? Guys, you know what also happened? For some videos that came out recently, YouTube didn't even properly publish them. Like, properly put them out when I scheduled them. And I had to chase after these videos. And because they were technically already out, and, but they weren't, fed around or whatnot, manually upload, understood, you get, yeah, I'm getting to that in a second. But yeah, basically, let's say I scheduled a video for 7 p.m. my time. 8 p.m. my time, which is, I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, I've scheduled, let's say I scheduled a video for like 8 p.m., let's say. It actually happened before that. By the time it's kind of visible, it was already 8:21. And that kind of hurts the whole impression algorithm thing, because then the impression thing, algorithm thing, thinks that the video got 0 impressions within like the first, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, and then thinks the video is just not very popular, and then it stops like sharing it around and whatnot. So that was also painful. Also an possibility, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but one thing that's obviously also possible is also that YouTube also, and that sounds like cynical, but they might have also shadow banned some of my stuff, because Outlast Trials is like very graphical in nature, and because I don't make an effort to censor anything because I'm a hater of censorship, it might also be that they don't push it out for whatever reason, but that might also just be, a cynical, whatever the fuck thought that might not have any merit. Yeah, it's unlisted. It's unlisted. I'm still just waiting for the commission. That's all, Lito. That's all that's about. It took, by the way, the God run, the file was so big I had to leave my PC on for like 60 hours last week until it was uploaded. Like, the file was that big, but I wanted to get the entire run there. Which, for the record, for future challenges like these, I will probably do more of a heavily story edited video. You know how these videos are where, oh my god, I did this challenge, it's a 30-minute video, but like highly edited, whatever the fuck. I want to get back in doing these types of videos. It's just they take a shitload of time, and because I obviously now get the negative reinforcement in my brain that stuff doesn't work out or whatnot, I'm obviously more scared to put in, you know, the work in some of these videos when I'm just afraid, okay, this might just be that it just falls off, and it doesn't even need to be the fault that no one's watching, but just because YouTube is not, you know, putting it out there, you know, it's, ugh. They're all miserable cunts. Yeah, mercy, yeah. It's just the thing, YouTube is also just such a big gamble, but the thing is also, after 6 years, I just want to get somewhere. So the main bottom line of my whole rant is that, more or less, the main bottom line is I will have to look up after what I want to do for YouTube, because I think for my own mental sake, I need to change something up. Maybe do other stuff than trials, even though it is risky, because obviously new and other stuff means, you know, I might lose some viewers here, maybe gain some viewers here and there, but it's always risky to do. And in general, just look after what I actually invest my time on, because how it's been just going right now, it literally boils down, in my eyes, to the game does good, I get some, you know, traction and growth and whatnot. The game does not do good, the thing dies down. And I'm just not a fan of that whatsoever. Not a fan of that whatsoever. Yep, 60 hours. 60 hours to upload the entire thing. And the thing is, we were supporting you regardless. Thank you. That means a ton. And again, I don't wanna like be... The main reason why I'm always hesitant to be like this negative Nancy kind of deal is because I know it's just not right, because every single time it goes negative, I have the gut feeling that deep down I just feel like I am entitled. I sound entitled or feel entitled, which is obviously wrong. Like, some people are really... Like, some people are lucky to get into, like, way higher positions and are, like, really, really pricky assholes about it. And, you know, very, you know, arrogant and whatnot. I will always try to be as humble as possible, because at the end of the day, the way the cookie crumbles is also decided by the people that decide to support me, and you should always be humble about that, you know? But we will see how that goes. And again, all not negative and sunshine. Again, as I mentioned, like, the way they think Twitch went around, I'm just gonna go on another thing here. The whole thing how Twitch went down. You know, like, half a year ago, I was tempted to, you know, abandon the whole Twitch idea. Because I also have been doing Twitch for now 4 years or so. Maybe not 4 years, but definitely also for a while. And it also didn't go anywhere. Now I'm looking back at it, and I'm glad I didn't, because of what happened the last few months. And again, thank you guys for that. Seriously, it's been such a good time. Like, that is kind of my thing about, you know, never give up, blah 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 blah. But like, Twitch worked out, and again, I'm more than happy to be in. Oh my god, my stupid camera again. It's blurry again. to be happy about how Twitch went down. Like that was awesome, you know, the whole thing about trials, and it got closer to release, and then we had fucking streams, and I'm shitting you not, where you know how you get these reports at the end, you know, of like how the stream's been doing, blah 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 blah. I read once that we had a stream, mind you, that when streams can go for 5 to 6 hours, where we had an average viewer count of 20 people. Average. Over multiple hours. That is fucking insane. Unless you do Twitch yourself, you don't know how insane getting to a viewer point like this is. And it's like constantly, like okay, 10, 15 viewers average over the course of multiple hours. Like that is fucking insane. Like the last few months regarding stream has been fucking nuts. And again, thank you guys for that. I just wish it was also better on the YouTube department, but I will have to figure that out myself. I'm gonna proceed with that. Yeah, Mercy, I appreciate that a ton. Appreciate that a ton. I wish I joined earlier, honestly. I mean, then again, you can also say the same thing about YouTube that you can say about Twitch. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were like, oh my god, I wish I could have found you sooner, but Twitch also has no discoverability. Let's be real. Like, one of the main reasons why some people didn't find me and now regretted not being part of that for a while is simply because Twitch also has no real expose feature whatsoever. It just doesn't. Like, the main reason this probably worked was because I was doing some stuff on YouTube, some people got the attraction to it, and then went over to Twitch, and at some point in the category, I was sometimes probably close to highest on Trials, and Trials was like, damn, was getting traction, so I got traction, you know? This was also probably also luck-based. Is what I'm trying to say. But yes, thank you guys. Like, the whole Twitch thing is just awesome how this boils down. I just wish it was for YouTube as well. That I would be going, okay, I just do this. Okay, now it's going up again. Because, again, at the end of the day, the whole YouTube video thing is also just really passionate to me. Probably. Like, it's not about, oh my god, it's not about, oh my god, I just wanna, you know, I am entitled to, you know, YouTube should work out, blah, 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 because I want to make this my full-time job or whatever. No, it's not about that. Like, at the end of the day, it's a passionate thing. But I'm pretty sure I'm still allowed to be like, okay, I just want to work on that, and also after putting in a bunch into videos, actually also see a reward for that, you know? And right now it's just this constant ping pong, and not really getting anywhere, which just tilts me. And again, that sucks the fun out of actually trying to go for a video that is, you know, very heavily edited and whatnot. Like, for example, let me actually show you another example. I know this is probably because that game was just not popular. But let me show you something again. Alright. That was like at the very beginning of this channel. Where was it? Like at the very beginning of this channel, I did this video right here. It's like a 2 hour video, right? Like 2 hours or whatnot. Like this here from, you know, the welcome to the game, whatever the fuck, from the Deep Web Simulator, which we might play again soon. And this was basically a 2 hour video of me like going full on out on edits. It was sometimes really cringe and whatnot, but it was like insanely well edited. And the bottom line is, it took me, I know I'm a slow editor at times, but it took me 150 hours to edit the entire thing. More or less, at some point. I was really passionate about doing it, and so on and so forth. And you know, in retro perspective, I don't really care that it didn't get much traction, but I was just really passionate about going and, you know, doing the entire thing. I wish I had the drive again to go ham on some of these videos and, you know, do some videos that are, you know, on that level of quote-unquote quality. But the problem is just, I see the decline like that at times, and I'm just really afraid. I'm just really afraid to just be like, oh, this is just going nowhere, you know? It's about passion and having fun, yeah. I only found out about you through Wisepod, which is weird cause usually I get shit tons of Outlast related content on YouTube. Yeah, maybe it is a shadow thing, Mercy, maybe. Anyways, before we do anything, I think we're gonna do a reborn, because I can right now. Sure. And then we will go ahead and... Skill issue, guys. We will go ahead and decide what we will do today. But yeah. Sorry about rambling for that too so long. It's almost, we are almost half an hour into the stream and all I've been doing is rambling. But it's also good to just ramble, you know? So, there's that. At times it's really important and also good to just ramble. But yeah, I have no idea what to do today. Is the main bottom line. But yeah. That's just where my head is right now. It's a bit complicated, unfortunately.
The trials are inside you now. If you can survive one final test, you can leave this place. This is the hostile womb from which you must claw your way to freedom, to power, to history. You will be a perfect weapon, the most innocent child ever born. You're the future.
We get Coil Gooseberry, we'll find out. Guys, do you want a prediction? I know this is probably... I was about to say, please let me out. Do you guys want a prediction for that? Or is it too early in the stream to start predictions? Let's gamble, I say. Hold up, I'm gonna go ahead and hide real quick. Alright, we're doing a gamble chat, just for funsies. Hold up. I have to figure out how to do this again. It's gonna be a short timer, because obviously... I'm gonna speed through this, but hold up. Manage predictions. Start prediction. Goose Betty. Yeah, exactly. Start prediction. There we go. There we go. I made 2 minutes. Should be good. Should be good enough. I will have to get there anyways. I think we're fine. Oh, there's one right next to me. Wait, what? The f- That is an interesting development. A very interesting development, I should say. I haven't seen that before, but to be fair, also took a while at the beginning because I was setting up the gamba, so obviously it, you know, it resulted in them moving around a bunch. I mean, if I should die, then obviously it's gonna be the next attempt, obviously. Is that a crown? No. I think we should all lose our points. It makes it even funnier since you also gambled. I don't know. I don't know, that makes it even funnier. Is it? That you said that.
You can't hide, you sure can't hide from the man with the X-ray eyes.
That's fair, B-Boss. Amazon package came. What did I miss? You missed being able to gamble.
Spider.
So rip.
Spider. Spider. Spider.
You missed out on the most important activity in the stream. Losing all your points. Wait, is it there? Low key though, B-Boss, I would dig trying. I know this would be really far away because you say, oh my god, Gmod or Minecraft. I would low key dig some variation of a Minecraft hardcore playthrough because I've never done that before, and I feel I would find that pretty funny to do.
They can't hurt you, they can't.
Yeah, we're doing Rebirth right now, which I think should be Rebirth 74, I'm pretty sure. I don't have Invisible, so I shouldn't be doing this. Have you beat my... Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did before, but... I mean, depends on what you mean by beating. Like... beating Minecraft is such a loose term nowadays. Because the thing is, once you went to the end and beat the dragon, then you can very much argue that the game has just begun, you know? So, like, what do you mean exactly by beating? Is he like coming all this way or what? In the traditional sense, if you mean that, then yeah, I have before. I have a habit of peeking despite not having invisible. I mean, that's funny. I mean, maybe I could do that at some point as well, Uvian. Maybe that is the future of the channel, just really dumb hardcore shit. Would suit me. I mean, at some point I kinda want to do more god runs to other series maybe. The only reason I did Outlast right from the get-go is because of Trials, but maybe I wanna do some god runs to some other horror series as well. Who knows? I can see myself going there. Like, I would love to do a Welcome to the Game god run, for example. I would love to do that, but maybe somewhere else. I'm not doing a Resident Evil god run though. Not with like all the main titles and, you know, the all the main titles and tie-in, like, I don't know, Code Veronica and all these games. Nah, fuck that. A fucking god run with all these games, yeah, fuck that. Alan Wake god run. Loki, I mean, Alan Wake is only 2 titles, right? Like Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2. I've never played them. Also a spin-off. Oh yeah, Control, right? Wait, Control? No damage sounds ass in concept. Alan Wake America. Oh yeah, there was that. Yeah, true. RE HD remaster. Jesus Christ, I'm so happy that I got out of RE original anyways. Like, I'm not the type of person who plays a shitload of these old over the camera things. So Amnesia God Run. I've also never played Amnesia, so maybe worth a shot. Half-Life God Run. Well, chat. Well, chat. Well, chat. Manage predictions. Choose outcome. There we go. Just lost 1K, let's go, that's the spirit. Vietnam ending? Yeah. Honestly, Vietnam. I'm smelling Vietnam. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Hey John, welcome. And Legend as well, welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well. I've won, but won nothing. We should have done another. Honestly, what we should have done is I stayed in that water thing and immediately did another gamba, which ending we will get. That's what I should have done, honestly. I think that's Reborn 74, John, but I'm not sure. I would have to recheck that. Dallas ending? Maybe at some point they will do that. Maybe at some point they will do that. They will definitely do more endings. I just hope they will live up to something, because, not gonna lie, that was still the most disappointing thing with the courthouse update when that came out, and they were like, there's a new ending, oh exciting, and it's like a 10-second car crash scene, and it's like, wow, So I guess be careful what you wish for. But to be fair, the 1.0 ending, like the Wernicke ending, that was pretty cool, I will say. Like, that was pretty
Welcome to
cool.
the therapy. I'm Dr. Easterman. I want you to think of me as a friend, a father, a confidant.
Hey.
Somehow I can't help but feel like I've met you before. Like a princess in a dream. Maybe this place was made for you, and you for it. Maybe there's no such thing.
But yeah, how many rebounds do I have now? 74, yeah. One more and then we get the next trophy finally. And after that, 25 more rebounds and then we got the last trophy, and with that, the last thing I can earn in this game right now. That's not too bad. $1,891 trials completed. I mean, to be fair, there are people that have way more than that. Way more than that. And I mean, it also accumulates a lot because a lot of the trials can last only like 5 minutes or so, especially if I'm grinding MK challenges. So, yeah. But yeah, it's still a high number. It's still funny to me, the 25 failed trials was literally pretty much all of them were from Omega way back when. Like pretty much all of them. I wanna be the defeated children god. That sounds so wrong out of context. I don't know why, but it sounds very wrong out of context. Most of my failed trials are due to bugs that mean I can't progress. But if you quit out, it doesn't count as failed, mind you. Like, it only counts as failed if you're all killed and you're out of lives. That's when it counts as failed. If you quit out, it doesn't count like that. Otherwise, I would probably have more failed trials than completed ones. Because I'm doing speedrun resets all the time. You know? Because all the time I'm doing speedrun resets, it doesn't count that way. Which, for the record, that time right here that is like marked here, like the time of like time spent in trials, it doesn't count that time if you quit out of a trial. So let's say you're grinding, let's say you're grinding root canal. You're getting a good ticket segment. Alright, Mercy, enjoy the lure keys. But yeah, if you, let's say you get a good ticket segment, you want to go root canal A plus no damage, and then you get a good ticket segment, but then you fail at some point at the 10-minute mark, and then you quit out, it doesn't count for that time that is displayed in the lobby. It only counts if you actually complete or fail trials. But if you quit out, it doesn't count to that timer. That's the main reason why I'm pretty sure, even though I have over 700 hours, it only says that I am 400 hours time spent in trials, which obviously also a lot of that time is because I'm loading into and being in the sleep room and whatnot. It also obviously adds up, and I'm pretty sure Reborn Protocol also doesn't count, now that I think about it. It also doesn't count to time spent in trials, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't count. Doesn't count towards death. If you die, yes. If you die, let's say I die doing a speedrun thing, and you know, die, blah blah, and then I quit out, yeah, it counts as a death. It does count as a death. Wish there were more Reborn rewards? Same. Same. We talked about that last stream, but the trophies, where are they? Like, these trophies, they're just not good enough. I'm sorry, but they're also pretty ugly, in my opinion, at least. So, yeah, they're pretty eh. All my failed trials are for multiplayer. Yeah, that sounds about right. You're also gonna realize that for the longest time, when Omega came out, until the courthouse update, which were multiple months, you virtually could not fail in single player because you had unlimited respawns. That was actually a thing for a while. You had unlimited respawns, and then in the courthouse update they went ahead, okay, now you have limited respawns, but then they invented the respawn pill. That's how that thing got born, because that hasn't been in the game or like at all times. However, someone else also found out. Obviously, it was like a Korean player, because Korean players are like insane and have nothing better to do. No front, but in gaming it is true. As someone found out during that time, if you die 100 times, you will still fail the trial. Which is pretty funny. Like, some Korean person found that out, and that was hilarious to look at. Like a report, and it said like deaths 100, and then it actually failed, even though you were a single player at the time, even with unlimited respawns. How do you feel about AI content? That's actually a really good question. I'm obviously not the biggest fan of the whole thing. I will admit, regarding the whole AI generation stuff, that I'm very clueless. I'm not an artist, and I've gotten better at identifying stuff, because, you know, I've been reading into it, and, you know, what to look out for regarding if it's made by a human or by a machine, yada yada yada. So I'm getting better, but I'm still really bad. I'm obviously not a fan of them using AI stuff. I understand the reasoning why they're doing it, because it is an indie studio after all, and it is used for, you know, smaller stuff. And I can see if they wouldn't go ahead and eventually replace them, because they're just like, yeah, this is such a minor stuff, we just leave it as is. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. However, the way they handled it initially, like when was it? Like a few weeks ago, and that kind of pissed me off. There was like a discussion going on, because someone at Red Barrels, when they had like what was it, filed like a report ticket, they were asking about if AI is used in the game, and whoever answered that was like, no, there's no AI usage in the game at all, yada yada yada. Like, for the longest time, the developers didn't even acknowledge that AI was used in the game, which, that was honestly the worst part for me, honestly. But yeah, they acknowledged it is used for some minor stuff. I don't think it's the end of the world, but obviously it is ugly. Obviously, I don't have to tell you that that's ugly. But it would not surprise me if it just stays, because it's like a small thing anyways, is like the mentality behind it, and it's like, yeah. I only have about 17 rebirths, and I just let the tokens max out and do it when I'm waiting for people, because after collecting all the skins and not caring about the trophies, it was getting old. Yeah, that's fair enough. I also did that a while ago. Like, back when the reborn system was different, I also never reborned, because I was doing Program X streaks, right? Like Program X speedrun streaks and all that shit for the old Program X. And back then, the reborn system was you had to play all the Program X stuff, and you could only get them once per trial. So you had to finish the entire thing, and then you would get a reborn. But ever since then, like, even back then, I was not really reborning a whole lot, because I always wanted to have every trial available, because every time you reborned, it would reset this entire list. And let's say I reborned, but I want to practice the last trial, let's say, for whatever reason, either because I want to do this individually, or as a part of the whole, you know, the whole run. I couldn't do that unless I played through the entire thing again, and that was kind of annoying. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't reborn as much as I did. Otherwise, I would be way over 100 now. But also, I don't really care about reborns as much, and I never really cared. Because at the end of the day, what reborning is, you get some cool skins here and there, like some cool skins. You get some cool trophies, but other than that, it's just a bragging rights number that doesn't even indicate anything, because you can get as of a shitty grade as you want to, and take as much as damage as you want to, run as a busted loadout as you want to. Like, it doesn't really indicate anything. So I personally find that boring. You know, that's why it's just a number to me that I never really cared for a whole lot. So yeah. What it takes to fail after leaving with the shuttle with limited respawns? I don't know. Personally, I would rather they use AI than stole art and underpaid artists, etc. That's actually a good point, maybe. But I mean, the whole AI art thing is just ugly. Like that is honestly I can say. And I can say whatever I want regarding the situation. Like, be like, yeah, it's just an indie studio and it's not that important. It doesn't change the fact that the AI art stuff is ugly. And not ugly in a sense that it even looks bad, but also because it's just ugly regarding, replacing, workforce for this and that. It's just ugly, period. But I'm denying it, and what not isn't really right, and I don't see why you would want AI as an aspect of your game anyways. I mean, I can see the point why they did that, because they were like, okay, some images in, I don't know, the mansion, let's say. Like, in the mansion, there are a lot of images that are AI generated, right? I mean, in every map, presumably, but, these, portraits and whatnot that are AI generated, they're like, yeah, this is just little details, they're not that important anyways, so we will go ahead and use AI generation for these and invest our artists, I don't know why I couldn't think of the word, in the department of, level design itself and character art and so on and so forth instead. Like, I get it, especially since an indie company, but it's still ugly. That doesn't change that fact. Not to start a war, but most of the skins aren't for me anyways. Let's look at it. Favorite skin? Meh. Funny. That one was pretty good, especially with the white cape. What the fuck? That one is actually pretty cool. That one as well. That one we don't talk about. That is actually really cool, and that one is cool. Like I'm completely with you. When early access started, we only had like this one, and this one. Like, these were the 4 that started in early access way back when, and all of them were kind of what the fuck. Like, you would rather create like your character with stuff like this, But yeah, like, a lot of the skins aren't really that worth it. It's the main reason why, I mean, I'm biased, I like this skin, for example, but it's the main reason why I'm like, it's just cosmetics. If you don't want cosmetics, then don't get the founder pack, because you're not missing out on anything, especially in a game like this where the skins are not really that special. I'd say a solid 2 of them are okay. Yeah, again, some of them are really neat. Like, especially the ones that we had in Program Geister, like the Uncle Sam one and the Firefighter one, and that one, I would argue. Like, the hazmat suit are pretty cool, but a lot of the Reborn rewards are very Like, all of the actual Reborn rewards are very They're just really mid to what the fuck tier. They made Outlast 2 without AI, I'm sure they would have been fine. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe this game had like demanded way more of them in that regard, so they, you know, dipped towards that. We don't know that for sure yet, but yeah. With being a console player, I only have the Toxic Shock event skin, so I would say that the 1 and 2 others are okay, the rest are lacking behind. Yep. Hopefully, a Santa one would be fire. One skin that is, that was for Geister, not Geister, but Winter Kills. Let me get this. Where was it? Like, you had this for, Winter Kills, which was really cool. And you know, you had obviously, like, obviously we could do this, and then this. Like, there's some really cool, cute stuff here that you had for the winter run. For like, with that saying slut on the back is pretty funny. But yeah, some actual big skin would be really nice, because that was the one thing that was really bad about Winter Kills. There was no skin. There was no new skin there. Like, we had one with Toxic Shock, like the Nazi one, like the Nazi officer one. We had that. And the firefighter one and this one, these two were with Geister. But with Winter Kills, there was nothing new in the big skin department. So hopefully this year we will get one at least. I quite like the Toxic Shock outfit, but we are not allowed to talk about it. Okay, guys, it is really funny though. You make this outfit part of an update with an event that's all about gas, and you add a point emote that resembles something very strongly. It's so funny how that just lines up together. Like, Red Barrows was literally asking for another controversy to emerge. Got the Founders Pack with my Microsoft rewards? W. That's a W. Police coming in 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 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 I'm glad a lot of these children have stopped though. Like, there were a bunch of people actually doing that. Like, all going the cross guard outfit. And like the crossing guard in the lobby, and you know, saluting at all times, like these nerd kids that were just in the lobby and doing that. Thankfully they seem to have stopped, because obviously just cringe AF. And obviously if let's say Outlast Trials was more popular right now, then that could have been in the headlines and whatnot. And that was the last thing the game would need, right? I was born 15 minutes before Hitler's birthday. Wait, wasn't Hitler's birthday just recently? Happy belated birthday if that's the case. Reminiscent of when Baba had the masks on DBD. Bro, that's another can of worms. Like, when Baba in DBD had the masks. Oh yeah, 420 was. Yeah. Happy belated birthday to you. But yeah, wait, is May Victory? Like May 9th Victory Day? Is that today also? Damn, but yeah, the whole Bubba thing where they had to remove blackface because people were targeting black people with that. That was just the whole thing of, you know, oh my god, abusing skins and shit for racism or homophobia or transphobia and all this kind of shit is just so sad, because at the end everyone just suffers for it. I would have loved, for example, for Baba to get more faces, you know, just from more original survivors the faces, just to have something more to grind for. But it's just these cunts that are, you know, either just cringe or have to put the racism bullshit on it. It's just so sad. Don't care much for the crossguard. Yeah, it's still really, it's really not awkward, but was just really fucking weird jump that people were low-key like doing this shit in the lobbies. Like they would just chill in the sleep rooms and just do that 24/7 because they thought it was funny, and it's just, you know. Yeah, that's the sad part, and again, that's the main reason why Trials, why I'm somewhat glad that Trials isn't that relevant anymore, because that would have made the headlines, and then either Red Barrels would have been under massive fire, or it would have changed something. And as much as I'm in for changing something that is controversial, like that carries controversy, it also kind of feels bad afterwards, you know, that they had to do it because of some asshole that is like out there doing dumb shit. Welcome back, Mercy. I'm sorry, by the way, we are 1 hour into the stream and all we do is ramble, but I hope that's okay with everyone. Would have liked a gas mask. Low key, a gas mask. Night vision thing would have gone. What night vision thing did we get? Wait, I need to have a other skin. There we go. Was it this one? Dude, this would have been such a good opportunity to actually get, you know, some proper, like a gas mask, night vision thing. That would have been so fire, honestly. It isn't controversial on its own, it's controversial because of the players. Exactly, because the players give the whole shit a weird context, which obviously, if you look at this, you could think, okay, the developers are doing this and that, but at the end of the day, it's the players that eventually give this shit the bad context that would get it changed eventually because of it. Chocolate milk is goated. Yep. Wait. I have to be more negative. How can you be so controversial? What the hell, Mercy? Not on my stream. Strawberry milk is better. There it begins. There it begins. Oh yeah, and gas mask obviously, like, you know, on the headgear thingy. Where is it? Like right here in this category. This would have also been great. I agree. Chocolate milk is racist. There we go. Strawberry milk is woke. Yeah. There we go. Don't like artificially flavored things personally. That's fair enough. That's very much fair enough. But yeah, chat, any ideas? I don't know. Do you guys enjoy just rambling like this? For the record, because I kind of feel bad, because right now we did like 5-minute reborn, 1 hour rambling. That's how the stream has. And Ben, I enjoy. Thank you guys. But yeah, we could do tilt scales a little bit more if you guys are up for it, just for funsies. Yeah, that's fair, Beebos, but yeah, I still sometimes feel bad because it's like, I should be playing video games, blah 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 blah, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, so just going on a tangent is, sometimes I just feel a bit bad, but if you guys enjoying it, then I'm really happy about that, seriously. Thank you, Lexi. part of the experience is yapping. That is very true. And that's still like the one thing. Yeah, honestly, I should just chill. Stream title change. 700 hours. Chilling in the stream room. Change category to just chatting. And it's just me in the sleep room chilling. Honestly, I should do that. 700 hours of ranting, exactly, and still going, mind you, still going. Oh man. Hey, thank you Toby for the 12 months, thank you so much. Thank you. Accidentally closed Twitch and watched another ad, thank me later. Thank you. Wait, I missed ranting? You won't miss ranting, Legend, because we're ranting all the time. I have a feeling this is gonna turn into a rant stream. Because we just have... like, you chat and me have a lot to rant about. It's the thing. And honestly, I'm kinda enjoying it as well, I won't lie. Only thing is I'm watching on my Xbox, so I have a delay, and by the time I put something in chat, the topic has changed. Yeah, that is honestly... that is very bad, Luvian. That is very bad. It's the same thing when you're watching with phone. That also can happen a lot. Like, I get that. That's like really, really annoying at times. 700 hours of ranting world record, 4K 2024. For the record, in summer, I'm probably gonna move out of here. Like, out where I'm at right now. Somewhere else. And maybe what might happen, depending on how the internet is there, and, you know, provider and whatnot, it might actually happen that I finally get away from 720p regarding streaming. Not real live streams, but 720p, and actually get to 1080p finally after years. That would be awesome, but I mean 4K is not allowed on Twitch, unfortunately, but we would finally make the full HD upgrade maybe later this year. That would be awesome to see regarding streams, but it all depends on how it goes. How the number positions are so horrendous until the scales. Listen, Leto, I enjoyed it they are this way because they nerfed how the box puzzle thing works on Vindicate the Guilty a shitload. So I will take it for now that they made it substantially harder for the MK. We need to have discussion and on how Red Barrels didn't give Gasman a Santa hat for the winter event. They didn't give anyone a winter hat. Dude, I wanna see Coil with a winter hat. I wanna see Gooseberry with a winter hat. You know, Gooseberry and also Fatherman also with a winter hat. Red Barrels, step up your game, please. Yeah, that's fair, B-Boss. But then again, if you're typing on phone, like if you're typing on phone, it also can be like really delayed and whatnot. And somehow I'm gonna be in chat complaining about how humid my office is. Yeah, I mean we're all gonna experience that. Someone's gonna be a bitch again, probably. My phone almost auto-completed my fucking phone number. GG. GG. Me and my friend had a number under a barrel the other day. You can see the number but not the triangle, but at least we could figure it out. Okay, that is actually tough. They probably would need to change that. Seasonal outfits for Prime. I said that would be dope. Is all I'm saying. Or, you know, you guys know the concept of courthouse where there's like the Christmas tree right in front of the courthouse? Like, some stuff like that would be very welcome during the winter event. Also, I have no loadout, by the way, so that's gonna be funny. I'm still in the Outlast Discord server just to see, but yeah, there are a lot of people that I mean, okay, chat. Is that surprising that in the Outlast fandom there are a lot of horny people? No, it is not. But yeah, it is a bit wild at times. The fuck? Oh my god, yeah, thanks. I even heard that, but... Okay. Two... 6-2... 3-6-2... Wouldn't surprise me if the last number was 5, by the way, but... Wanna... No, it's 0. Okay. Wait, it's on the other side. Please don't come here. Okay, good. The problem is... Wait, this is also locked. How do I get in there? I don't actually know. Do I now go in from... I actually do come from this side. And I actually have bad... This is bad RNG. That's good to know. Like, this is what we define bad RNG. 7... 7-3... My guy. He's like breaking this other shit down. It isn't that at the end. But isn't there also a shortcut here, or am I mental? Yes. I think it's actually faster to... Yeah, this is faster, I'm pretty sure. Oh, great. The fuck is that? Nah. I wanted to pick this, but I don't even have a... Wait, it's that one. Isn't it? Yeah, you have to go through there. I thought it was a number, but no, that's just a picture. 3, 6, 5. 7, 3, 6, 5. Okay, and the last one is like at the end of the hallway. Right over there. Make this room again. Oh fuck, this is blocked. How do I get in there? Wait, it has to be that I have to... This is bad RNG. This is what bad RNG looks like on this map. Like, I have to go all the way around here. Yeah, this is also blocked. And this is still a dead end, right? Oh my god, it is not. Yeah, it's right here again. 3, 6. 3, 9, 6. 'Okay, now I can't find the last one. This is bad.
Another house call.
Seven. I will try 7, okay? I will try 7. 3, 9, 6. Yeah, definitely Mercy. I'm in the Outlast Discord server only so I can react to announcements with canned food. That's based, honestly. That's very based. I'm trying to catch up with chat a little bit, maybe. Oh yeah, true. They had to make a new rule because people were like fantasizing, and it was like a rule, like what was it called? That fanfic is not allowed or something like that. That was funny. But yeah. Okay, what was it again? 3, 6. 3, 9, 6. 7, 3, 9, 6. Okay. Four. What is your current time? I'm still warming up. And I'm also running no loadout, which I don't know if I wanna do that or if I wanna grind with loadout. I don't know yet. But the record for me with loadout, A plus no mistakes, is 8:33, which is the run that I uploaded yesterday on YouTube. That is like my record. No loadout I haven't ran yet, so I'm not so sure yet. Oh, current time as in country time, 7:23 p.m. 7:23 p.m. Like Central European time, yada yada yada. I'm never gonna recover from being wrong. Yeah. Well, there you go. That is like the 7, that is, you know... Was pretty dope though that you figured out 7 the other time by just blindly guessing. That was pretty dope, all things considered last time. Midnight in here? You are more to the east side then, right, Huey?
3 placed. 2 remaining.
I can't figure out though, because it's like Vietnam. Is Vietnam actually 5 hours only? I thought Vietnam was further, like on the time spectrum, even further away. I thought. Well, I learned something new today, I suppose. Well, thanks for teaching me that. I thought she was gonna go ahead and punch that guy. Is 24. Yeah, luckily I do not work today. That's good. But yeah, thank you for teaching me that. I didn't know that, Huey. I didn't know that. Because I thought Vietnam was like even further away and more like in the, I don't know, 7 hour, like my time plus 7 hour kind of deal, but good to know. I didn't pay that attention, but I'm pretty sure the time was horrible. Honestly, I'm just gonna run loadout and just see how much we can crank it, to be honest. Would be +7 on your country, my country is on kind of your left. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough, Huey. That's fair enough.
Please enter the shuttle for today's therapy session.
Still can't believe that the internet is like a real thing. It is really weird to think about it, isn't it?
Let these be your teachers.
Like,
Let these show you a path to enlightenment.
there are people, like, to think I have people in my chat where it's like in the more or less potentially in the middle of the night, and people that are, you know, only woke up a few hours ago potentially. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Surplus actually based. I find it the most useful in the medicine category because nothing else is really that great in my opinion right now, so I'm always running it. My fellow Central European time gentleman. It's crazy how I can do swatting someone on the other side of the planet. Okay, okay, dude.
Please proceed.
Okay, dude. I don't know if there's a poster down there. Oh, that's the same ones. Let's see what RNG we get. We can actually go here, which is pretty based. Yes, and here again. These are these two adjacent. I just hope the other one is like not cock blocked again, like the other attempt. 2-1. I saw 6. And what is the last one? Probably on the ceiling somewhere if I had to guess. 3. There's actually a way to deal with it, honestly. 8-5, 1-8-5-3. Yeah, they are, and that's probably the most consistent poster spawn on this map. Like downstairs, where the middle thing is probably as consistent as it will get on this map regarding poster spawns. I don't know if it would just be better to go down the hallway or go here instead. I mean this is not blocked off, so Solomnus, thank you for the prime. I will get hit by this if I... Yeah, thanks. Thank you for the prime, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, there's a poster down there, we will get that at the end. It's that room. We need. This is a shortcut, and this is potentially blocked off. So we need to go down there anyways, or at least it's like the better path. Where's the box door? Where's the box? Oh, there's the box. Okay. Now this room can be a pain in the ass, just like the last one. That we will have to deal with, I should add. 8. I don't know if there can be a number in there. 9, 9, 8. 958. Fuck. Again, double checking. 9158. Fuck. 9158. Okay. And the last room is like right across. This is actually open, so we can actually enter it from this. No, I can't because this is blocked off. This is also blocked off. This is for... This actually is so cock blocking. Oh great, fantastic. 4 0 4. Three. Where's the last number again? One. Not good. I have to go all this way with it. But actually I don't, because it's not blocked. Thank God. Oh my God. But yeah, in an actual run this obviously wouldn't count, because obviously I got hit there. And I would want to run this without, you know, taking damage at all. But we're just practicing, right? Where did I leave the other one? Wait, the other head is still in the room, right? Yeah. Give me that back, thanks. Now we can go through the shortcut here. This is at least consistent where the shortcuts are. This is consistent. Wait, I got exhausted also. That didn't even do anything. You can jump from there, yep. And you don't take damage. To be fair though, that is not too far off from my record. 847 compared to 833 is not that far off. Obviously I took damage once, so that wouldn't count. And I triggered also 3 sound traps, but that's not that far off. It's just a question about getting consistent and learning all the consistent number spots. I'm doing fine, Solomnius. I've vented a lot today already, and I mean chat seems to enjoy it. We're having lovely conversations and stuff. But other than that, I'm doing fine.
inspiration, a gift to science. I think you are a perfect masochist.
When you get hit, it reminds me you're in fact human and not a goated AI. That's honestly a fair point. And also, like, some people have said that in comments before, like on YouTube, and I might do that at some point. A failed montage. But that would require me to go through a shitload of stream footage and shit, but at some point I might do a failing at trials for 20 minutes straight type of video. I might do that at some point. Just to, like, prove a point that, you know, I am insane at the game, but a lot of it, what comes in as the result, is not the entire way. Like, again, I'm making this example again. You guys know the Toxic Shock, what is it, the Toxic Shock Pervy Fodderman run that I did. The one that I uploaded, the 16-minute one. Guess how long it took me to get there. Is the only place you take fall damage the one jump in orphanage? If you jump wrong, you can also take damage from the jump in root canal where the thingy is, like where you push it when you go down. You can also take damage there if you fall wrong. No, if you fall down that, where you get C-box, where the conveyor belt is, you actually don't get fall damage, actually. I didn't believe that at first either, but then someone in the comments pointed that out at some point, and then I tested it out, and the gating kill the Followerman. Yeah, that one. In Duel the Followerman, like, where you go down and then there's Night Hunter territory. If you go down there and fall wrong, like, kinda scuffed, you can actually take damage there. That's why I'm always really careful about it. But if you sus slide down there, then you're obviously fine. But if you just fall wrong on that part, you actually take damage there. But yeah, where there's that vault, where you have the second conveyor belt in Pervy Fodderman, where you need to get the C-box. If you drop down there, you actually don't take damage.
Hello.
Kink. Welcome, thank you for following. I probably deleted that name, but thank you for following. I appreciate that a ton. Hope you're doing well. It's a 2-person jump spot. If you jump into them solo, you take damage. But not if you drop down. Like, if you do this animation of, like, dropping down on the ledge jumping, you should not take damage. Because I've done that before. You know, dropping down into the, like, I don't know, into the B area or the C area. You don't get damage then. 6 hours exactly. Like, the whole thing, like the speedrun, took me 6 hours to do. And that is just work and content you just don't see behind some of these speedruns. Some of these speedruns that I do just take forever. And I mean forever to do. And you know, you only see the end product of it. So I'm tempted to start collecting some funny fails and eventually put them into a montage, which would be pretty funny. I would jump, but still Gooseberry is so hard to predict when I don't have rig to deal. Yeah, fair. Yeah, exactly. If you jump down there, then yeah, you take damage. But if you drop, like, do like on the edge and do the dropping down thing, then yeah, you are fine. True fan info, exactly. But yeah. Let's try this again.
They've hosed down and reset the trial. You of yourself as a spider, building a trap to ensnare the future. You will be adrift in history, waiting for some poor fly to shake your web.
I have to say, this MK challenge is probably one of my faves. I don't know. Like, it gives me that feeling again that Vindicate the Guilty used to do before they nerfed all the box spawn, like the box puzzle things, like when they took a box away and also when they had to make the numbers trivial. The fact that it's back here and it's a bit difficult actually excites me.
Please proceed.
Originally, by the way, when I did the run off stream, I was tempted to run what's it called, Hide and Breathe instead, but then I opted for Smash because I just saw more value in that at the end of the day because of the exhaustion problem. But I tried to run something different. I'm gonna go all the way. That is called, I just spawned, right? This is like in here and then... Is it like... Wait, it's that room. No, this is further. I'm not seeing anything else, so this is bad. But this is also a big ass room. This is probably the worst one you can get. Actually, one. Yeah, no. If I were to seriously speedrun, I would have reset by now. Like I would have reset by now. Like if I was doing that, like behind the scenes stuff, I would have been like, okay, this is not going anywhere. But obviously, I kind of want to find out the number now. It's right up there. Actually, I should get this in.
It's amazing the way your little excitement focuses me.
Isn't it in here? Yeah, it is. Crowd control 206. The thing is, though, even though that boomerang did exactly what it was supposed to do, like in that instance right there, this was nothing more but a visual bug. If you think about it. It was like doing exactly what it was supposed to do anyways. Like it created its distraction at the same point where I wanted it to.
Placed. 3 remaining.
States right. That's all it is. Come into my backyard and tell people who. Like commie perversion of me.
It's that loop again. I'm almost convinced that this one is guaranteed, but I know it isn't. It's probably just, you know, some RNG layer to it. No. This is one of these spots, like this one right there is one of the spots where you just have to remember. Like that's something I will have to learn to check that every single time.
Everything else is a dream.
Wasn't the... Where's the other... Wait, it's adjacent to that, isn't it? Or where exactly is it? Wait, this is also blocked off. What the fuck? That was one thing that happened a lot, by the way, already. That I will forget what's actually on the map, and because of that I have time loss. It's even shown to me, what am I even doing? So, that is something I still have to learn.
Got my fingers twitching like it shares on his left leg.
306? 3406. Give me. Now we only need to get that head. Which honestly I should do right now. Wait, it's not there. Chat, where was it again? I don't remember where it was again. Oh, there it is. I would just remember that it was in the hallway somewhere, but... Wait, he's like in there.
What are you gonna do?
good thing to note here, by the way, is he can't jump. So if you jump down from there, he will always be forced to go the long way downstairs. That's maybe something important to note. So it's actually very viable to loop him that way. Yeah, that was horrible in comparison. Saw some guy on Reddit ranting about how his first hour of this game only contained bugs, so he refunded and comments were really something. Yeah, bugs are always part of the experience, that is very true. Once had a bug where I was raising my friend and I visually became him on the ground, then his body just got stuck to my foot and followed my path, then he got raised a few seconds after. That's funny. I mean, the other part about the whole thing is, I'm just gonna keep saying it again, I don't experience that many game-breaking bugs in Trials, so I'm not really that bothered. Like, there are people out there literally saying that the game is riddled with bugs and that's the main reason the game dies. From my experience, obviously that's anecdotal, but I cannot attest to that whatsoever.
Perfect.
Is the thing.
You're the engine of the future. I fill you with pain and humiliation, and you burn.
That is funny, character. That's funny.
Every day is tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, obviously, if it's game breaking and it happens a shitload, then it's gonna be really triggering. Like, I'm not saying that it can't be triggering or whatnot, but a lot of the stuff, like, some people are really triggered alone if they have some visual glitch once in a while, you know? And be like, oh my god, the devs are not polishing the game, whatnot, and it's just, dude. Dude, what the or, you know, they have, you know, a bug where, you know, an animation glitches out for a second and, I don't know, an enemy, like, runs for you and then he does, like, a real 360 mid-run or something like that. And it's like, some of these guys are legitimately thinking, like, oh my god, my immersion is ruined or something like that. And oh my god, the developers are so incompetent with all these bugs. Even though a shitload of the bugs are, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah. I'm a big fan of when an enemy swings and hits me, but I take no damage. Has that happened before? It hasn't happened to me. You guys know what happened to me, by the way? When I was running Perry-Futterman Toxic Shock. I actually had it where I had a strong arm stun on a small guy without running strong arms. It might have been because I stun rigged him beforehand and gave him no breather and then stunned him afterwards. But I actually had a strong arm stun with, you know, a brick. Enemy on the ground for 15 seconds without having strong arm equipped. That was our first that happened. Only one I get a lot is the stun rig going through the floor, but it's only on the fun park maps and it personally doesn't ruin the game for me. That's interesting, that's only on Root Canal though. Believe Invisible Enemies was only on old gen, so I figured it was more of a hardware issue than anything else. Yeah, I've had invisible enemies, I think, twice in total as well. And some people were like, I'm having invisible enemies all the time. And I'm like, okay, show me the recipe. Like, some people are really not only saying, oh my god, the game is riddled with bugs and that they have a billion bugs, which may be, but they're also literally nitpicking literally everything. If, you know, this texture right here is accidentally a little bit more bluish, let's say, they would be like, oh my god, what a bug, the game is ruined, you know? That's how it sounds to me sometimes, with some of the bug complaints. Like, some people are low-key bug hunting, and, you know, every single nitpick, they just choose that to, you know, add it to the, you know, complaint list, even though some of that stuff is literally not a big deal, you know. Oh, you did? I might have to check that out later again. Beepos. I don't use strong arms, but I've heard there is also a bug with strong arms on small guns that sometimes it just doesn't work. That I know about though, because how I understand strong arms is if you don't get a headshot, it doesn't work. That's how I interpret it, how it sometimes doesn't work, and the game is just really generous in what it counts as headshots. Like, that's my interpretation of it, on why strong arms sometimes work and sometimes it doesn't. Because I've noticed that before, if I compare, you know, reports at the very end, even though sometimes, you know, I barely hit some enemies, they would all count for headshots for some reason. So, I don't know. I've only ever had invisible players. That sounds funny though. That sounds funny. I've luckily never had invisible enemies, but my Xbox One friend does have it often, but he's literally running the game on the oldest possible platform. Yeah, that's also another thing. It might also just be a hardware thing, because funnily enough, I don't have that many bugs in games in general either. And then I hear about all the bugs that everyone is experiencing, and I'm just like, huh? This game is riddled of bugs? What the hell do you mean? And it might unironically be a hardware thing. For example, when Sons of the Forest came out in early access, I was like I was binging it. Like, the whole thing, because, you know, most anticipated title ever, yada yada yada. And at the end I was like, okay, I played it now, my first playthrough went like for 17 hours or something like that. I encountered a total of 5 bugs or something like that. A really small number, I should say. So I was like, holy shit, this is actually really polished for an early access release. And, you know, some people agreed with me, but some other people were like, it would be literally worse than the original Forest release. You know, the one back in 2014 where the game was barely running. And I was like, what? What? And it might have literally been a hardware thing, you know? I'm running it on a 10-year-old GPU pretty much. Yeah, hardware could be a very big factor. Is the thing. It could be a very big factor. Because again, it's not only in Trials for me, it's in other games as well that I don't really experience that many bugs. Like, I don't have that many games that a lot of people say, oh my god, this is riddled with bugs, where I also experience a shitload of bugs, unless it's a really trash game that's just made bad. But yeah, I experience a bug here and there once in a while, but for the most part I'm still pretty much fine for the most part. I think some people kind of seek out bugs too. That's what I've been saying as well. And do things unnaturally and are surprised when it doesn't work out. There's one guy that is also sometimes active on the Outlast Discord and has been in some of my videos comment sections. He's constantly bug chasing and he argues that, you know, all the many bugs that Trials has ruins the game, but some of the bugs, for example, he found out about a bug in Courthouse. I don't know if that still works, but that worked a while ago, where you were able to you know, glitch coil on a room and basically just walks up and down a door. And how to replicate it was like really complicated 3 steps. Like it was a really complicated 3 steps thing. And he argued that bugs like these, which you can tell a normal player would probably not experience because they don't force it the exact same way. He argues that these types of bugs are driving players away from the game. Let me tell you what actually drives players away from this game. Stuff like lack of content. That they have done all the shit that is to do and are waiting for more. This is what actually drives players away from the game. Not, like Outlast Trials, I'm sorry, but it's not bug-fested. Not bug-fested to a point where I would say it's universal. Maybe you are unlucky and you experience bugs all the time, which, you know, fair enough, but it is not, you know, bug-infested. Exactly. The main problem with Trials, you know, if you're wondering, oh, the player counts are now counting and going down again, what is the actual issue? It's content dread. Exactly. Not that it is a bad thing. I had this discussion multiple times, and I have also been shamed on and slandered for multiple times. I don't think a low player count is bad, since it is not multiplayer only. Like, this is not a game that you need people to run for. Like, it's not a PvP game, let's say. Like, you can play this solo, you can play it with friends. Like, a low player count isn't the end of the world, but it doesn't change the fact that the player count gets low when there's content dread and everyone has done everything and is just waiting for new content. That is the actual reason why player counts are not are like going down, and not, you know, all the bugs or whatever some people want to tell me. I think I also had a visual psychosis bug before Lito, but I'm not sure. A randomizer variator would give the game so much more replay value. I mean, yeah, and custom variators, all that stuff would get it replay value. But guess what's gonna happen when they do that? Somehow, it gets buggy, and then people will complain that it's too buggy, you know? They don't do that, they complain about content dread. They do that, and, you know, it's gonna get buggy. Like, it's the same deal again, and that's the main reason why I'm fine with them taking their time at times, even though I obviously wish they would bring out more content. Because some people are just like, we want a shitload of content, but the content also has to be good, but also it needs to be bug-free, and so on and so forth. And that's like... no game does that perfect. I'm sorry, but no game does that perfect. So you're setting yourself up for something. Yeah, that too, though, Lito. That too. I'm in a similar boat with you, Luvian. Obviously, I'm playing this game a lot because I do all these dumb challenges, from speedruns to the no stamina thing and so on and so forth. So I get a shitload of time out of the game, but I 100% see that someone picking up this game today would play it with some friends for a while, get through everything, then get through everything again A+, and be like, okay, this is it, we're gonna call it. And, you know, come back when there's more content, you know? But that's also just normal. Like, a lot of these games are also normal. For example, I'm pretty sure Lethal Company fell off now. Like, it was super popular, but now it fell off because I'm pretty sure it also has some sort of... I mean, they recently had the update with the butler, I'm pretty sure. I'm not that well informed on Lethal Company, but, you know, these types of games have their moments where their player count is a bit low because they're working on content. And that's normal. But it's also worth pointing out that, you know, that there is a low player count at times. Lack of marketing. I mean, That goes without saying. They don't even manage to communicate properly most of the time. So marketing is a big part, obviously. Like if you have to look through all the socials in order to find some information, that is bad. Because sometimes in the past, they had it where they were announcing weeklies, let's say, and they only announced it on Instagram, for example. And no one would figure that out unless you actually check Instagram, you know? Like, they have multiple platforms, and sometimes they only post a new thing on one platform. And it's just, why? Or sometimes they only post it on Twitter, which, to be fair, Twitter is, in my opinion, a little bit more well used, but it's still bad. If they announce something, they, for one, need to announce it in advance a little bit more to build up hype, and two, announce it everywhere. Like, why have all these platforms if you're only gonna selectively use one? That's so weird. Lethal Company had its 15 minutes of fame. It was a bit longer than that, but yeah, main point still stands. Like, obviously, Lethal Company has fallen off simply for the reason that, you know, content was running off, and that's not a bad thing, mind you. Like, people have gotten their joy out of that game, coming back when there's maybe no new content. Like, that's not a bad thing. Imagine a YouTube ad for fucking Trials. With the way YouTube probably doesn't like the game at all and shadow bans people for covering the game. Like, for, you know, not censoring all the heavy topics in that game. It would be so funny. Actually, wasn't there a Twitch ad about Trials once? Chat, am I stupid? I could swear somewhere there was a... It was obviously about around 1.0 release, I'm pretty sure. But wasn't there, like, on Twitch or somewhere, wasn't there a Trials ad once? I think the infinite mode might actually save the game in the long term. Agreed. And it would also be great for content, mind you. If it does have some kind of roguelike randomizer component, it will make playing for long periods of time actually fun. Exactly. And I could literally milk content out of this, theoretically, if I wanted to. Again, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream a bunch. I still have to see what I want to do regarding YouTube, because obviously I'm a bit butthurt about how it's been going down. But technically, this would be infinite content for, you know, a content creator. And for a player, this would also be infinite content, which could be really fun if they handle it right. If it's just all the trials in a row or something boring like that, then no, obviously not. Personally, I would play more if there was more of a grind for rewards by about 240-ish trials that unlocked everything the game had to offer at the time. Exactly. Just imagine, Luvian, if there was a 100 Reborn outfit. Like an actual outfit that also looks cool at 100 Reborns. Damn, you would have a lot more people wanting to grind for that. And, you know, keep the game afloat more for longer. Because people actually want that and are like, okay, I want now play more trials for this and that. Like, that would be cool. Solid gold outfit for at 100 Reborns? Holy shit. Yeah, actually. I mean, I don't know if I would want to wear gold, but that would low-key slap, probably. Using social media in 2024 gives me brain rot. I mean, that's a whole other thing. Age restricted? No, I'm pretty sure Leto, and that's obviously a theory, and we talked about that earlier, but I'm pretty sure a lot of trials dies down on YouTube simply because YouTube shadow bans, you know, playthroughs and whatnot from it getting recommended because of the themes the game has, like the sexual content, the insane violence, because obviously YouTube is pretty pussy I think we've all figured it out by now, that YouTube is pretty pussy regarding these topics. So it wouldn't surprise me if, like, in secret, a lot of the Trials content is just not getting recommended to people because, you know, YouTube just doesn't like Trials at all. Like, not in a sense that it would age restrict it, but, like, don't push it out with, like, impressions and all that stuff. And if you don't get a whole impression, like a whole impression thing, and get a good percentage of that, then it doesn't recommend it further. And that's probably also a main reason why Trials never took off on YouTube in general. Not even regarding me, but in general. Except if you were a bigger creator. But I still remember people like Insum and all these people that, you know, cover every horror stuff. I remember them saying that Trials just does poorly on YouTube and is not getting recommended at all, even for them. And the only reason why they get decent amount of views is because of them and not because of Trials itself. And even then, obviously, the viewers fall off because, you know, YouTube in secret just doesn't push it out at all because of the themes. I don't get ads cause my country's not that important. I am jealous. I am jealous. If softcore porn is allowed, that I don't see why Trolls wouldn't be. I mean, it's also a bit of Star Wars standard. We all know YouTube and the whole... What was it again? Was it the Elsa Gate? And all that other weird shit that happened? Like, we know that YouTube has all this weird shit going on. And sometimes it has the Star Wars standard, but what do I know? At the end of the day, they decide what to do. And if they're gonna if they go pussy mode and, you know, be like, oh my god, the violence and, you know, it's too much, then we have to bow. Like, YouTube is such a big company, and so on and so forth, like... What can we do realistically, chat? Nothing. Just accept it as it is. Everyone I've introduced to this game dies out by the time they finish Genesis, except 1 or 2 people more people want to play what is convenient and fresh and want to play casually without going for completion, etc. I mean, that's also just a gaming thing. It might just also be that circles back to the whole loss of attention span that's been happening over the last few years. Like, I think obviously there's this meme, right, where for hard games that coming out like Sekiro or Elden Ring, people are like, we need an easy mode and whatnot, which I'm like, no. Like, the developers wanted the game to be this way? No. But it's just in general, over the last few years, it just got more and more prevalent. And everything that's remotely hard or where you have to put remote effort into, it's just so, like, shat on upon. Like, I feel the whole Dark Souls niche is one of the few areas in gaming that is still widely accepted for it being difficult. But I mentioned it before, like the whole Welcome to the Game franchise. I mentioned it before. That is getting frowned upon for, oh my god, it's too difficult, too difficult, too difficult. Like, games are not allowed to be difficult anymore. It's all supposed to be like baby breastfed and whatever the fuck, you know? And that's, you know, pissing me off. I don't have anything against, okay, if a game has an easier difficulty and if you're more of a casual player. But if a game is meant to be hard, like, as in meant to be hard, and then the developers bow their rules because of some casuals, I getting a bit, you know, the ickies. Like, I'm also not gonna go ahead and complain that much when, you know, a game is easy. If a game is legitimately easy, I either make it harder myself, which I'm doing with Trials with all the challenges, or I'm not playing it. And, you know, play something else, you know, that actually gives me that satisfaction that I want to. I'm not gonna go ahead and complain that they need to make the game harder. I mean, to be fair, I often do that with Trials when I, you know, do some discussions here and there, but you get my point, right? Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and if you have like a game that's, you know, very casual oriented, let's say, I will not go ahead and, you know, slam, we need a hardcore mode or something like that. I would just play something else. Or if that game interests me, make it more difficult for myself first. And then decide what to do. That's one thing about Trials, by the way. People are running the strongest, most busted shit all the time, and then complain that the game is too easy. That is one of my pet peeves with this game. And that annoys me a ton. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat slowly, but I'm also talking a bunch in between the lines, so... Because you refuse to manual check regarding the YouTube stuff, yeah, that's really true. Hey Sailor, I have a question. How can I unlock epic cosmetics such as pants and shirts or head cosmetics? I know by leveling up, but I'm already level 45. Don't have any epic cosmetics or head cosmetics. You will get more better stuff by playing Ultra. That's one of the only reasons why you want to play higher Trials like X or Ultra. You get better stuff as rewards faster if you play these instead of Genesis. That's like one of the only things that these are good for right now, except, you know, being a higher difficulty. Like, you will get better stuff when you complete these, alongside obviously more XP and stuff like that. So, there's that. Personally, I can play anything as long as it's good, and I love completing things and going for PPs. Yeah. Hey Penta, welcome. People mod in hard modes, but not easy modes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they also do easy modes, but yeah. Like, if I'm going ahead and... Dude, what is a good example? What is a good example? Let's say I play RE4 Remake, right? Resident Evil 4 Remake. Let's say I play that, and I'm like, oh my god, this trash is so easy. Yada, yada, yada. I would just go ahead and install the Berserker mod. Which, by the way, I kind of want to play that on stream at some point, because that looks so fun and dumb, and I kind of want to play that. You know? Instead of complaining about, oh my god, the game is so easy, they need to make it harder for everyone, I would just go ahead and install, like, the Berserker mod and, you know, shut the fuck up. Outlast 2 Insane patch. True. To be fair, the old version of Outlast 2 had some bullshit in it, though. Like, the... I still remember the, what was it? The chase out of the chapel when I played it for the first time, which was still old patch. They would always catch up to me no matter how fast I am. And that kind of felt bullshit, but yeah, a lot of the chases missing make Outlast 2 so much more empty now, which is pretty sad. If it makes you feel better, I wanted a certain epic ESO when it was one of... Oh, you were talking about that. Yeah, it sometimes takes a shitload of time to unlock the stuff that you want to unlock. Because it's just randomized. Salo. It's just completely randomized. It's too easy, continues to run the best amps and rigs while queuing with experienced players in the stack. Exactly, like complaints about Trials being too easy starter pack, noise reduction, literally. If you play with noise reduction, you need to expect that the game is so much more easy. So much more easy. You're literally playing another game with it. I have nothing against you if you run it, but be self-aware of that. Literally. I even mod Stardew Valley to make it harder. Yeah, that's fair enough, Luvian. That's fair enough. I knew someone who said RE's hardest difficulties were too easy, then continued to say that he bought the... Oh my god, and then he bought the Infinite Weapon DLC and wouldn't play the hardest difficulties. The game didn't have an infinite rocket launcher. Oh my god. It's like this guy you just described is pretty much the guy who like got the infinite weapon thing for Resident Evil Village and only played like on survival difficulty, let's say. And then there's me who played Village of Shadows on New Game. I still remember that, by the way. When we played Village of Shadows on New Game on stream, and I had to fucking knife Lady D in her boss fight because I ran out of ammo, and I somehow beat her. That is still one of the wildest and best gaming experiences I've ever had. Low-key, I'm not joking. I wish they kept the murder before suicide chase and insane. Yeah, Lito. Like I get why they took out the 3 chase sequence. Like where you were chased 3 times in a row in Outlast 2. But it just made the game feel more epic, honestly. Because there was nothing too difficult about these chases either. But then the complaint was, oh my god, the game has too many chases, which is a valid complaint, and then they went ham. So, yeah. Should have given it when you're max level, honestly, yeah. I never run into players without noise reduction unless they haven't even unlocked amps yet. Yeah, and I mean, this is now a thing to complain about, and then we go into gameplay balance, so I wouldn't go too much into it. But noise reduction is also the third in this category. Why is it not at the very end? I'm pretty sure the developers don't even know that it is that busted. Let's be real. Like when they... In that one Q&A stream... Hey Sos, welcome. In that one Q&A stream where they talked about the stun buff, they didn't even acknowledge that you can use the stun as a distract item, so maybe that's also here to stay, who knows. Played RE5 professional with him, and he had 26 deaths on the Wesker fight alone because his infinite rocket launcher couldn't carry him. Okay, that's funny. I ran into a 65 yesterday who didn't know about secret rooms. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, I refuse to believe that as well. Like at some point, I mean, okay, could be that he's 65 because he played Kill the Snitch once, didn't find the secret room, and then he grinded Lockdown until 65. Honestly, that would be the only logical explanation. Wait, really, Sus? You didn't know that you could... Okay, that is funny though. That is funny. Found the secret room in Kill the Snitch and he was on mic saying, what is this confidential door? That's funny. That's funny. Alright, Penta, enjoy the lure keys. Did you see the Q&A where Rosie stared at Pin up for 1 minute on bad apples just to miss it? I didn't see that, no. I didn't see that, I'm pretty sure. In general, I've not really been watching many Q&As anyways. Since that one Q&A that we watched on stream, I don't know. I would rather watch the summary afterwards, honestly. To be fair, I don't know if the secret room is ever explained, but at some point you're gonna find the confidential door at some point. Like, you're not gonna start out Trials speedrunning and knowing what the fuck to do. Like, a lot of new players, unless they watched a shitload of guides and resources, they do not you know, speed through the trials that much. They would probably be on the side where they will be more sneaky and all that, you know. They would find one of these doors at some point, and if they're lost and, you know, interested, they would look that up. Be like, Outlast Trials, confidential door, and then we'll be like, oh, this is that and that. And they would also find the buttons at some point, you know? Like, the first time I got in contact with a secret room was in the closed beta, when I did kill a snitch for the first time. Because I was sneaking around a lot, and it was, like, playing stealthy and whatnot. I found that, you know, after a while eventually, you know? Like, honestly, I still refuse to believe that, you know, there's a 65 out there who didn't know about secret rooms, unless they do kill snitch and then farming lockdown over and over again. First time I saw a secret room, I didn't see the buttons, so I didn't know how to open them, but by the second time I ran into one, I figured it out. Yeah, exactly. And you know, with how some of the cultures nowadays, if you would be interested, wait, what is this door? You would just look it up, right? Like, that's so weird to me. She was aiming at the target for 1 minute of fucking business with no enemies around. Yeah, that's fair enough. A level 2 sabotage lockdown or farming documents. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. And I'm not trying, like, my main point is I'm not trying to make fun of people who run lockdown over and over again. It's just the only thing that comes to mind when I read something like this, where someone at 65 didn't know what the secret room was. Like, that would be my logical explanation to explain that one. There was a secret room unlocked stat in the thingy. Like, that, honestly, that would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, it's only in main trials. The secret rooms are only in main trials, yeah. They are not in MKs. They're only like in the 5 main trials right now, and any of the MKs don't have them. Because obviously they're smaller, so, you know, they might not even have space for them. Like, for example, try to put a secret room in Duel the Fatherman. The only places where you could put one is it at the very end, maybe, when you are done drilling. Or try to put a secret room in prison. Yeah, one of you guys, like, if 4 guys spawn, one of you has the secret room somewhere on their side. And if you're, let's say, solo, let's say you are solo, it might be that the secret room is like in another wing somewhere entirely. I mean, yeah, MK challenges don't need it, but think about it if they did have them, how ridiculous the level layout would be. And so what is ICST, Lito? It's hilarious, I used to play solo a lot before I started speedrunning with other people, and I didn't know you can open secret rooms solo or respawn. I mean, yeah, that's just stuff that you find out after a while. To be fair, I also didn't know you could respawn. I thought it was like permadeath for the longest time as well, mind you. Because I was just playing really careful, and because of that I didn't really get to dying a whole lot. But once I found out, I was like, oh, I sweated my pants for nothing. Just did not think that the game was that easy. Yeah. Close beta killer snitch. I didn't notice the screens with key symbols, and just searched every dead body I saw. You wanna know something funny, Carol? I didn't know that you had to look at the TV, at the hard TV, to unlock the door. back in the beta. So I searched the entire police station the first time I played it for the key before I realized, oh, the key's right next to me. It was so funny. Incinerate the sex toys. Oh yeah, Incinerate sex toys is another example. To be fair, Incinerate the sex toys has more space, so a secret room would be more realistic. But yeah, you would have the same thing like release prisoners, where it could be that someone spawns on the other side, and because of that, they don't even get to the secret room at all, and it's like useless. And again, if let's say you have a prison, let's say you have prison, and you get your key, and then it's time to escape the trial, and you didn't get the secret room on your side, then you wouldn't need the secret room to escape. Like, I'm sorry, but... Sounds random, but I wish in weeklies the variators weren't so cheesable. For example, in No Response, you can get pill syringes from secret rooms. I didn't even think about that, Luvian. I didn't even think about that. Do you have any footage of your earlier days? It's a bit cringe, but if you look at my Twitch right now... Like, if you look at my Twitch, I actually have the first time me playing Kill the Snitch in a beta. I have that as a saved highlight or whatever it's called. Like, I think it was, like, the highlight is a thing called Snitches Get Stitches Beta Mission or something like that. I still have that, and I'm pretty sure on my hard drive somewhere, I still have the first time I played Program X, like the very first time, Season 1 on release. I'm pretty sure I have that somewhere as well. If I were to restart and a pause at least for solo, yeah, that's the problem that with the game being on a multiplayer foundation, that's just a problem. Also thought of the clues you found out by staring at the bodies. I had learned otherwise by my second attempt. Yeah. I'm still so fucking annoyed that there's so much waiting. I want him to add a selection when the shuttle takes you into the next trial instead of the sleep room. Yeah. They could easily do something like a mode where it's like themed. You know, you go through all the police station stuff, and once you are in the shuttle, you immediately go into the next. Or you could do a playlist. Like, you set up a trial, you could do a playlist. You know? Wait, do I have the Pro X one actually on my hard drive? Let me check real quick, actually. Big stuff. I have Omega footage. Yeah, and there it is, Program X Season 1. Holy shit. Holy shit, look at this, guys. Program X, Season 1, B, B+, B, B-, Cleanse the Orphans, D. And this was like the first time getting to Final Exam Killer Snitch way back when, which had like 6 variators. That was like the first time me playing it. Goes like for an hour. And look at this nerd, level 18, abusing blind like a champ. I didn't know back then that blind was that busted. Like the whole thing of the smoke that enemies can't detect you. Like, I didn't know about it. I did not think it would be that broken at all. Also, mind you, I didn't buy any prescriptions level 2 back then, because I thought they would be too strong. Eventually I did buy them, because I was like, fucking hell. But for the longest time I also didn't buy any prescriptions level 2. But yeah, and then, you know, it goes like on. I think I also died like at the end. Dude, this is, by the way, rare footage that people nowadays only dream of. Like, you... Oh yeah, I think I kind of did like the mine thing. You wanna see the mine setup thing? Look at this. It's so fast! I don't even know if this was max upgraded or if, like, also first look at me being a scared little cat, afraid of this guy, and just look how fast this sets down. I think it was like 1.5 seconds or something like that. Oh my god. Please don't take that, man.
Right there. There we go, Daddy.
So funny. Oh god, me picking up the small heal because I might need it. Oh my god. This is so funny. I remember being a stun main since the beginning and I was like shocked when I discovered blind. Yeah. To be fair, in the closed beta I played with X-Ray, but then I opted to use blind when early access started, and once I figured out that blind was OP as shit, I dropped all wigs altogether and started going on my journey going wigless, and every once in a while I use the wig ever since then. And nowadays obviously I use more stun for, you know, speedruns and challenges obviously. And this is very rare footage, by the way. Look at this. Start the generators in the basement. I'm solo and you have to do 2 gens. I missed that. I missed that. When did I change that? I think for Winter Kills they changed that, but I missed that. Like, goddamn. Stun was so balanced, but now there's no reason to... Yeah, exactly. Like the thing with stun is, yeah, it has a lot of versatility. It was really strong to use, but it had long cooldowns to compensate for it being strong as shit. But now they turned down the cooldown and it's like there is virtually no reason to use it ever. You can argue to using blind here and there, for example, for ending Snitch or ending Courthouse if you want to. But even then, like, the coil immunity is gone, so... whatever. But yeah, you're gonna go down. I think in the basement I actually got fisted, but yeah, look at this. Look at me being scared of coil.
I do believe a crime's in progress.
Look at me being scared of coil. Like a little shithead.
It's simply a matter of power. Power you don't got. Don't make sense for a fella to chase a dying animal. You go on and bleed out, honey.
Yeah. Scared. I was scared of Frank there. Was obviously the mind. I disarmed doors. For the longest time I also didn't know about the crouch door opening thing. Here.
Alright. There we go, Daddy.
I lured him like all the way there. Because I didn't know that, you know, I would need to do that. Yes, coil stun immunity is stupid that it's gone. Because again, this was like one downside of stun. If you wanted to use stun against coil, you either had to run past him or use it as a bottle, you know, as a distraction device. Like, that was completely fine, you know. You just had to use your mind and be more creative with that. But then they went ahead and said they fixed it and whatnot, and it was like, oh. Next update, Rebirth, will be a cutscene so the inexperienced player don't miss out on content. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously this like took forever. This is one thing, by the way. I'm pretty sure Sus can pretty much relate to that. I look at a thing going for 1 hour without any challenge, and go myself, how do I take 1 hour here? Like, if I'm not even speedrunning, but playing this casually, I will beat Kill the Snitch in around 20 minutes, a little bit less. Like, how do I take 1 hour here? Is the thing. Yeah, exactly, that's what I also thought, that the immunity was natural, but then they went ahead and were like, yeah, this is a bug, and then they fixed it, and I was like, treated this game like a thief game. That's like that's like the sad reality. When you get like good at a game and the fear starts wearing off. Like originally, the main reason why I got really invested in Trials. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, just so I'm not getting kicked out. The main reason what appealed so much for Trials for me is the whole stealth aspect of it. But obviously now 700 hours later, shitload of speedruns later, shitload of everything Mythbuster covered in this game later, there's very rarely a scenario where I'm actually like... That's the main reason why I enjoy stuff like the no stamina challenge and all that stuff. Because it actually forces me to be more stealthily. Which, you know, is what this game in its core is supposed to be about. That's the main reason why when I did the God run, it was so refreshing, like being scared mentally, that I would lose the run and having to go back to Outlast 2, and because of that I played the game more stealthily. Like, it's way too rare to experience that in this game at times nowadays, is the thing. Yeah, same, Luvian, same. Yeah, probably as well. Wait, what? Wait, how did I get hit there? Oh no.
This is how you get better.
Oh, look at that delay jump. Oh, that's so cute. To avoid the sound trap, the delay jump. That's so cute. Getting exhausted way faster, by the way, because this was before the first update. So, in the first update, they made it so you have 20% more stamina. Period. And this was obviously ran without the prescription, so stamina was very limited at first. Which I also kind of miss, because with the updates, they keep increasing the stamina pool. Is the thing. But yeah, I'm already exhausted. Obviously, as a side note, the stamina UI, like this UI thing, didn't exist. It only came with Program Geister in the Courthouse update. That came later, obviously. So you can't even gauge how far you are unless, you know, it starts getting blue around the screen. But look at me being completely scared. Is he coming? Oh my god, is he coming? Is he coming for me to cut my head off? Can I go back now? Look, that's so cute. That is so cute. Both of these, like the sound indicator that I'm not using and the darkness indicator, they've already been in the game. They've always been in the game. Like ever since the beta even. In beta they were even mandatory, I think. But yeah, I never used them obviously for... I've explained it multiple times that I find them too strong for my personal taste. Again, for my personal taste. That doesn't mean that they are not good for the game. Like something like a sound indicator and a thingy indicator is obviously very good accessibility. I don't have to tell you that much. It's just for personal preference. Wish it was more punishing to be aggroed by enemies, yeah. First 3 months were peak. I would agree with that, Sus, but then we had the thing where, oh my god, Omega is here. And it's only gonna last a few weeks, and then weeks turned into months. So, that was sad. But yeah, other than that, I will agree. Like, obviously, I like a lot of shit that we did with this game. But when I first started playing it, obviously it was... mwah. At times. I cannot deny that. Yeah, pretty much, Luvian. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could disable all the... Like, I could go ahead... Let me show that in game. If I really wanted to, I could go ahead and, where is it? Put all this to off and play the most immersive possible. But I think the auto hide thing is like the best way to go with it. Because I still want to display to the viewer when stuff happens. And you know how it like translates and whatnot. But yeah. Oh my god, this is locked. Mind you, obviously I played without the prescriptions because I didn't level up the prescriptions. I always had 3 door hits. Always. And again, this comes back to what we talked about earlier with easy and hard mode and all that stuff. I made the game harder for myself because I thought, oh my god, this would be so much cooler. Obviously with less experience, it's like not ideal, but... was a really good time. Yeah, exactly, sus. Again, the main core thing how you could fix that sus very easily even is by making it so you have a prestige system. Like, I don't know, for some reason I only can think about Phasmophobia, but if you have reached level 65, you can decide to prestige, get a reward for it, and then you're like prestige 1 and you start again at level 1. And then if you want to, you can decide in the second time around to not level up prescriptions, for example. That would easily fix it. Would be a little bit more. Obviously you would have to grind to get there back. You get back at 65, but that's a way you could fix it. Or do an alt account like I have. But you shouldn't have the thing where your solution to removing something is an alt account, right? There should be an option like that in the game. Exactly, Luvian. As a learning tool, the noise thing is absolutely great. I hit it nice. Cookie Clicker Prestige. I was surprised that they were permanent when I first got them and was disappointed they couldn't be unequipped. Yeah. Oh, look at me abusing mine again. Sneaking by him. That's so funny. Picking up the battery. By the way, I'm sorry if this turned into a React stream, but... I don't know, I'm also curious right now to like watch this a little bit. Just to see how I've changed even. Good lord. There's virtually no reason for me to open. Wait, I probably thought that this could be a weak door and I didn't do the thing back then where you crouch. That might have been it, actually. It's going around. Probably going around in circles a billion times. Oh god, a rig recharger. I'm gonna abuse the living shit. Wait, I used it again. That is the main reason, by the way, that it got nerfed so hard, because you're not supposed to just use it aggressively like I did right there, but, you know, use it in advance. Like with the current mine, that would have not have been possible, setting it up that faster. You used less night vision back then? True. Probably because I didn't have the prescription for the battery life as well. That was like really scarce with it. And obviously I didn't make content for Trials back then, so I didn't worry about the whole gamma issue. So yeah. Whenever me and my friend play a horror game and we see an enemy monster, they are always scared shitless, and I'm the one friend that goes and tries to 1v1 them. That sounds familiar. I don't know from where, but that sounds familiar. Oh my god, I can sneak past him. Never mind, he's too fat. Being very sneaky, because that Screamer's pain, which by the way, we might actually see the old Screamer in action, I just realized. We might actually see the old Screamer in action. Which, that is nostalgic. Oh god, here I go mind abusing. I kinda miss the old Screamers because they actually forced you to be more stealthy. And you know, the newer ones, for the most part, they are just an accessibility nightmare, but that's just me. I know for speedrunning they wouldn't be fun at all, but they were more sensitive. Nah, the way they worked basically were, if they were triggered, you would be stun locked. Like, you would were forced to stand in place if you triggered one, instead of the whole visual thing. And in retro perspective, I like that more because, again, it's not an accessibility nightmare, and two, that actually forced you to be more stealthy, because, yeah, paralyzed, exactly. So, if you have a Screamer in the area, you actually had to be mindful. Nowadays, you can more or less ignore them. Like, okay, enemies are drawn towards the Screamer if they're getting triggered, yada yada yada. But still, nowadays, Screamers, you're like, feels more like an afterthought. Back then, the old Screamers were, you know, an actual menace. And they were also controversial, obviously, because there were a lot of people complaining about them, and that might have been the reason why they gotten changed. You know, after a while. When I use blind aggressively, I always thought it was busted how it rearms. Now when I use it the way God intended and they set it off and I don't want them to, I now understand why it rearms once. Yeah. X-ray kind of hurts my eyes, is that just me? I'm the wrong person to answer you that question, because I'm gonna do this again so I'm not stuck in the... Hello? Game? Not game, but... So I'm not getting kicked out. But I'm the wrong person to answer you that question, because I'm not really a person that is affected by motion sickness or anything other, like any other of these accessibility things. Not at all. Like the old Screamer better? Same sus. Same. Yeah, exactly. If you wanna think about it, two things the new Screamers do is make you visually impaired, which is more annoying than anything. Sometimes you run into a hiding spot person or something else because of it, or in a trap, which is, you know, okay. And the second thing that they do is, you know, draw enemies towards you. If you compare that to the old one is so much more menacing, and actually, like, you had to respect them. One, you had to respect them, and two, you know, you had to play more stealthily, which, you know, you kind of fall flat. Back then, I also made a video actually when that came out, and I think I'm still true with that, when I was doing a video talking about balance, where I said the Screamer was the only thing holding the balance of the game together back then, regarding being, like, having to be careful and whatnot. And I think that is still true. Ever since the Screamer has been, you know, reworked, it is just, there's just nothing holding blind, mindless speedrunning in check And for a game that is supposed to be stealth corp horror, this should be something that should incentivize you to be more careful with your environment, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly, that's just an inconvenience. You can double jump forward and pervert getting stun locked. What do you mean, sirs? Oh yeah, oh yeah, when you double jump, yeah, exactly. That is actually a good point, Source. Like, if let's say, not even that, but let's say you bash in a door right next to the screamer, you're not getting stun locked at all, because the game detects that you're in an animation. So yeah, that also, because screamers also have this effect where they stun you, but most of the times I don't even notice that, because, you know, most of the times it doesn't trigger when I'm in an animation anyways. Whenever I set off a screamer, I unconsciously squint and hurt my eyes. Yeah. But yeah. Main bottom line is I kinda want the old screamers back. Just so there's more stealth aspect in the game again. Because again, I'm not really affected by the whole nausea thing at all. But I know some people are. A lot of people are. And alone for their sake, it would be a better change for the game. Screamers should knock you to the ground like you just got hit us with no damage. That would honestly be a cool concept, honestly. That would honestly be a cool concept. It wouldn't be like the same as you getting paralyzed way back when. But it would still put you out of it. Then again though, if you're getting knocked back, would enemies right next to you being able to attack you? Because if they program that, they would probably program it as taking a hit, but not taking any damage. And while you're taking damage, you are not deceptive to other enemies hurting you normally. There are some rare instances where that's not the case, but for the most part you're not. So maybe that would like be flawed, but that sounds like a cool concept, honestly. I find it comical how they keep catering to new players. They will play the game for a week and then drop it afterwards instead of listening to the ones with hundreds or thousands of hours. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but that's every game, sadly. That's unfortunately every game at this point. I will promise you one thing. If I come around to do a core horror game, which I kind of want to do at some point, I won't do that. Because I'm just that kind of bitch that, you know, wants a higher difficulty myself. So I will just go, yeah, if, you know, someone's like screaming, oh my god, this is too hard, this is too hard, too hard. I will look at it, and if it is actually bullshit, I will change it. But if it isn't, and it's just a skill issue, I will say skill issue. And I don't care if I lose players or not. Like, I don't know. It would be my game anyways. A strong arm knockback for the screamers? Then you would be down for 15 seconds though. Imagine you as a player setting off a screamer and then being on the ground for 15 seconds. Oh, speedrunner's gonna hate that one. Let me tell you that much. And I know it's not always about them, but... I would get nightmares. Yeah, me too, probably. Imagine if I didn't program Ultra Streak Speedrun. You know, one of these Streak Speedruns? And I would set the screamer off in Pervert Futterman basement. And I would be on the ground for 15 seconds. low-key a skill issue. Yeah, okay, that sounds more reasonable, I suppose. If you scale it with the distance, that sounds more reasonable. Imagine being on world record pace and then you have 15 seconds when you can do nothing. I mean, to be honest, though, 15 seconds is also just bad game design. Like, not even from the whole, oh my god, that would be terrible. That would just also straight up be bad game design. Even looking at it from that perspective. We need community maps. I would make the most atrocious trials. Same. Oh yeah, that was the mine rearm. Also, by the way, the mine, you could set up multiple mines. And I think they were on a timer instead of, you know, on a cooldown. So you could set up multiple mines into a minefield. Wasn't that useful, but still worth pointing out. Alerting a screamer slows down or resets your rig cooldown and as an empties your rig cooldown and temporarily alerts enemies to you, giving you a hindered status effect. I also think about a concept where screamer would just mess with your stamina somehow. Not completely empty it, but still drain your stamina. You know the creatures in Evil Within 2? I know this is like completely off topic. But you know in Evil Within 2, let me actually look at what these things are. Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2 Screamer. Oh, Lament. They were called Laments. Like these things? What these things do when they saw you in-game, they would start screaming at you and drain your stamina slowly. Maybe something like that could be interesting for the screamer. I don't know. Because that would affect your movement and would make you respect screamers. But it wouldn't like completely fuck with you like a 15-second stun would. Imagine being world record multiplayer and your friend's sense of us. Oh my god. Even worse, Beebos. Even worse. We talked about it earlier, Sauce. It's not even about the stamina thing. It's about using it as a distract bottle. And again, I talked about it earlier when we discussed the Q&A live stream. They don't even know that that's a utility. Like, the main thought process behind the 75% was literally because if you miss, you can use it more. And they're not aware that you can use it as a bottle or something else. Screamer will visually distort your indicator and give you a random negative effect such as hindered, psychosis, stun, etc. Yeah. Screamer inverting your controls. Okay, that would unironically be low-key funny. For a few seconds you would have inverted controls. That would actually be funny. That would also be a thing that you can have a skill to be good at. That would unironically be funny. But yeah, me opening the door because it's rigged and I don't know about the thing. Almost running into that person. I mean, yeah, maybe sus, I don't fucking know. There's me using the mine for the third time within 1 minute. That's because women are bad at video games. Did you just roast yourself? Yeah, I was about to say. Touché. Touché. Was about to say. Variators that puts pouncers on every hiding spot and screamers in every possible screamer spot. And then Toxic Shock. Because fuck you. Welcome back, Mercy. For the record, thank you guys for enjoying this stream, by the way. Like, we've barely played any trials because I've just been butthurt about the whole YouTube situation. And this entire stream has basically been a just chatting stream. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, honestly. I mean, yeah, probably sauce. Again, I also don't want to bash on people though, sauce. That's the other thing though. Like, we can say that Rosie shit and whatnot, but I wouldn't want to bash too much on people. Because I don't want to be rude, but that's just me. What YouTube situation? YouTube has fallen off for me. And after 6 years of doing YouTube, I'm kinda like sick of it. And I'm thinking about doing other stuff for YouTube is the TLDR. I will have a video uploaded tomorrow with more details, basically. And I'm just kind of all over the place regarding that. Only thing that that could manage orphanage difficulty. How would you even do? Okay, look, guys. Question: How would you design? How would you design a highest difficulty orphanage? There's no way, right? Unless you completely rework it. Like a complete rework from the ground up. There's no way, right? To do that. I haven't done anything on YouTube for a while. I mean, you have figured out the conveyor skip, but yeah, the main message is, the main message is, I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, and basically, it's always ended up being that I'm on the lower end of the stick. And it's always depended on the games that I cover. And whenever the games are falling off or whatever, I'm just getting nowhere. And eventually I just want to get somewhere after 6 years. So I'm a bit butthurt about the situation. But that's just a me deal. I have to figure out what to do. Who in what right state of mind would let somebody who isn't good at a game give feedback that changes the game drastically? That's what I ask every single time they do a DBD developer update. Okay, that's a lie though. The DVD developer update that came out today was actually pretty fire, and I might actually play the game again more. Like the DVD player, like the developer update for the anniversary chapter was actually really sexy. Like they are cooking a little bit, from what I read earlier. Rework objectives? Yeah, that's pretty much the only way you can fix orphanage. That's the only way you can kind of fix orphanage, because I know there are people that love orphanage and be like, yeah, this is kind of cool, yada yada yada. But it doesn't change the fact that orphanage just feels like this black sheep with all the other trials in comparison. And the fact that it recycles so much from police station is like not really that, you know. It's like, ah, minus 1 HP every millisecond. I would find a way to no damage that. Trust. Super hearing. Funnily enough, it was a variator in the first Program X. Wait, no, I'm not gonna look that up now. But there was actually a variator in the first Program X regarding orphanage Bebos. That they have super hearing. But obviously nothing else to accompany, so yeah. Deadly Prime has a more active Mother Gooseberry. It actually also had Deadly... Let me actually show that. Let me show that real quick. Here's it. I also have that, obviously it was Program X. Which one was it? That was Final Exam. Wait, it was that one then, right? Yeah, Cleanse the Orphans. That was that one. Don't Make Noise. Which... basically, enemies with maximum sensitivity to sound addition as noise traps in the trial. Increased threat and Deadly Prime Asset. That was what Orphanage was in the first Program X. And it was cute, but obviously not enough because Orphanage is Orphanage. Is that the correct one again? Yeah, this is Killer Snitch again. Going back to where we were. Around there. I play one game of DBD on 300 ping and remember why I don't play it and have a multi-month break again. I mean, that's another thing though. If you know your ping is shit and you're like, fuck this. Put an enemy at the lag sewing station. Put Gooseberry on the fucking lag sewing station. Like, Orphanage is the one map where the final encounter isn't even there. It's so weird. It's so weirdly designed that it really just feels like a black sheep. Glass on the entire floor. I would find a way to no mistake it. Don't you worry. Copium. Make an enemy D-lag sewing station that randomly spits at you and does damage over time. That's the funniest one that I've heard today. Spikes and slowly damages you, yeah, but you still get my main point, right? There's not really a way to make Orphanage difficult without kind of reworking it for the ground up, or like doing hardcore variators, like absolute hardcore variators combined, which, you know, would just do way more on any other trial, you know? Like, that wouldn't, like, making hardcore variators, like absolutely hardcore busted ones, on in general, would just mean, okay, Orphanage is hard, but everything else is even harder, you know, with these variators, so it wouldn't fix it, necessarily. Yeah, that's very true, Luvian. That's unfortunate. Death Variator disables all sound and sound indicators. That slightly scared me. I didn't jump, but it still was anxiety inducing. Oh wait, how do I do this? Wait, are you stupid? Oh, I haven't even pushed the guy the entire way. Because I wasn't efficient with that. More enemies, longer wig cooldown, higher damage, they're all just numbers. That is very true as well. Like, I've talked about it before, but how I would design a hardcore difficulty would literally boil down to more randomized objectives and more randomized layout. Like, all these different door types, like the holding open door, the enemy alert door, the sound door, all these types of doors randomized across the trials. The light and darkness randomized, the enemy variety randomized across the trials. Obviously that would only work once we get ranged enemies, but all the stuff randomized, so you have to be on your guard for every single scenario. Like, I think that would be key to actually making a higher, like a higher hardcore ultra difficulty. Because even on something like ultra right now, you still can expect everything to go out the same, like work the exact same way. And having more RNG variators, like for example, you start one time you start police station, it's all pitch black and there are 2 night hunters. The next time everything is bright as shit and there's randomly call, you know, stuff like that. Naked and Afraid and Back to Square One was fun. Yup, agreed. Like this, like these kind of things are the good shit, I agree. Exactly, no medicine and no revives, is just new player photo, unfortunately. Still don't understand why they put Release the Prisoners on Ultra. I know I've said it before and I still know people will hate me for saying this, but I would have loved to have destroyed the evidence in Ultra. Because the acid is an objective that's like really difficult to handle if you wanna no damage it or whatnot. And it would fit right in. Especially also with the doors, which, you know, require some learning process and so on and so forth. making another police station one part of Ultra for some reason. I don't know. Like, I know I'm courthouse biased as well. I will shut the fuck up about it someday, but that's literally what I would have preferred. Kill the Snitch Ultra, maybe someday. Again, the thing is, X and Ultra will also reset at times again. But it's just taking so long. Like, I don't mind that stuff like X and Ultra is in rotation if it weren't for that long. Like, so many months and months until it resets once. Yeah, probably, they will probably reset in summer. I'm more than sure of it. When, you know, the new trial comes out and, you know, they will rearrange everything. But it's just such a long time is the thing. If it was like reset every month, let's say, I would be more than fine than that, you know? With, you know, some, you know, okay, now this month is like this in X and this in Ultra. And, you know, some variety here and there. But how it is right now, it's just, okay, this is like the thing. It will reset once again at some point, but it's just taking so long. Like, so long. I already mentioned it with the old Pro X. Like, the old Pro X, which we are watching right now with Final Exam Kill the Snitch, was like in the game for 5 months, maybe. Then the other program X with Final Exam Courthouse was also in the game for 5 months. That's like way too long, I'm sorry. But if you wanna have something that, you know, resets, like don't reset it every week. Like, goddamn, that's way too fast. But at least like every month or like every 2 months or something like that. But how they are handling right now is just way too slow, in my opinion. Which mimics were scary and harder to notice, they're too obvious. Yeah. I've gotten caught by a mimic once because I wasn't paying attention when I was playing some co-op with my girlfriend. But every single other time, it's just the same formula. And I've heard, someone confirm this, please? But I've heard in Ultra you don't have player names, right? But the fakes still have names, right? Like, it's stupid, apparently, from what I've heard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will reset all the bonuses as well, Luvian. Like, that's how it's been working in the past, so you would have to grind for A+ again, which would be a bit more exciting again. Sometimes I forget there's XP in Trials. Yeah, I mean, same. To be fair, I'm a no-life that does content creation for Trials. Like, the last time they did a level increase in 1.0, I literally got that in one stream. Because I was just checking out everything, and with that I just got max level immediately again. But, yeah. I will admit, me and my friends do find it funny seeing the mimics generated names. My friend goes, oh look, there is Louis 3M running around like an idiot. I mean, I do the same thing. Like, it is funny, but it's literally like a gimmick. It's literally a gimmick and nothing more. So it's, you know, very hard to actually, you know, have noticeable gameplay stuff. That's also one of the main reasons why Geister was also underwhelming, because they made it one of the main themes that you have no player names and more imposters and, you know, all that stuff. You know, but it doesn't really do anything most of the times, because all the imposters are always running like not running but walking towards you in the same movement anyway, so unless you not paying attention, then it doesn't really do anything. Ultra does not have mimic player names, okay. He's put the night vision down in dark areas. It's pretty obvious when you sit in a corner and the beeline towards you in the dark with the night vision up. Yeah. There's no censorship in the imposter games. I played with one of my friends called Red Flag City, and there was an imposter with the same thing, but the L was missing. Holy. That is fucking wild sauce. Holy shit. Well, I hope the public doesn't find that out, otherwise Red Barrows is kinda, you know, another controversy. Holy shit. Yeah, I was laughing so hard, yeah. Cole would approve that, that's very true. Holy shit. I don't know if it still works. I mean, that's the counterplay character. If you go into a hiding spot, that's if you have no brick or bottle, that's the counterplay to imposters. You go into a hiding spot and then they go away. Like, I think that's the design. Also, by the way, me not pushing it faster because I didn't know at the time. Oh shit, I'm gonna abuse mine again. Obviously go far distance because we need all the distance we can get, obviously.
You got another thing coming. You pink shit.
Going all the way around, classic. Oh my god, I actually learned to run with this. Holy shit.
Oh god. It's a fucking nightmare. No, we're gonna do this.
But obviously I exhaust immediately because I don't have the prescriptions and everything. Also, the difficulty was obviously different, so the big guy would also be, you know, more pushing towards. So I think now I have the problem where he's like chilling in that area. And I abused mine up again. I just saw. Hold up. Peekaboo.
No, we're gonna do this. No, you're not gonna do this.
Why am... Oh wait, I probably thought that me pushing it slowly would generate less noise or something. I would not be surprised if that was going through my mind.
The fuck you think you are?
Something won't help you. You're lying to you.
Hold it right there. Oh, ain't you a day?
He getting stunned because they made it so if they enter smoke at any time they will get stunned. I have a friend who is actually convinced dinosaurs are a hoax and that they are just fiction from Jurassic Park. That's funny. Well, I'm exhausted now.
Couldn't have gone far. Kill all you bastards!
And yeah, this was the reality. I obviously didn't know back then that hyperfixation exists.
Nobody heard that beautiful sex but me.
Yeah. Already exhausted again because, you know, actually having limited stamina in a game. Holy shit. I have no idea how I did not get grabbed there. I have no idea, honestly. Luck, I suppose. But yeah, we are at the execution room and this still goes for 16 minutes, so... Wait, what did I do here, huh? Oh wait, I triggered the mine. Oh yeah, we triggered the mine again. Enemies actually seeing you from afar? Holy shit.
You're trying to make me cry?
Actually using door locks, POC. Wait, I'm using mine again now, right?
We are in a war of drug use and treason. I got a rope of lightning. God dang, but ain't it a heck of a thing to feel now?
No, I always knew. Again, back in the beta, I already knew about the whole secret room thing. No, Luvian. This is like final exam, kill the snitch. Like back in the beta, do I need to put out the receipts for this one? Hold up. Channel. Snitzer's beta mission. There it is. This was me being a nerd in the closed beta. And me, you know, being scared or whatever. Which, by the way, holy shit, the health bar was like really fucking big and whatnot. But I also looked washed as shit. Where was it though? Yeah, me using X-ray, by the way. That was me pushing. Wait, there it was. I'm pretty sure. I'm seeing names that I've never seen before in the chat. Yep. That was some old times. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like coming up here, right? Oh yeah, I collected the master key because I thought it was amazing. But yeah, this was like... What did I even do? Why am I stalling? By the way, this goes for 2 hours. The first time I did Snitch, it was like 2 hours in the beta. Wait, did I already looted it? Actually, I already looted it. Yeah, looks like it. Looted it before. Yeah, right there. Oh, I need to press 2 buttons actually. One of them. I get it. I get it. 1, 2. What the fuck? This is like a secret Murkoff room that I was not supposed to find. Looks like a dark room. I mean, it probably is. Oh my god. Okay. Inhaler. Batteries. That's healing. What's that? The instantly open box. But yeah, that was the closed beta thing. No boosters. It was back then. It was randomized what you would get. Actually, it was like a randomized thing. What was in the secret rooms? Like nowadays, you get everything, like the booster items and whatnot. But back then, it was like more randomized on what was actually in the secret room itself, and it could like range a lot. Yeah, back to this shit. Whoops.
You'll come crawling back. Nobody ever really loses a taste for the club. These little fuck pigs!
That is like CBT. I think I die again, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Loki. Was that the first time I died ever? It might have been, actually. Also, by the way, back then they made the change in the first update. Enemies were camping objectives way more, and they changed it, so they have a little bit more leeway. Like, I think Coil was glued towards, like, the room. Unless you put him out. Like, I think I'm doing right now, yeah. No door snapping or anything. There's the other mine. Because you had multiple mines up at the same time. What am I doing? I think I'm looking for heal, right? Luring it. Wait, what am I doing, huh? Huh? What am I doing? Oh my god, whoa. Broski. Broski. This still works, by the way. The blind mine is the only thing that is possible to save you from a grab in solo. He tried to grab me. Like, he was gonna do the grab thing, but because we were on a mine, it, like, set off. That's, like, one of the only things in solo that can save you from a grab. A mine, if it's, like, right next to the person that grabs you. Holy fuck, am I greedy.
The market. You was born guilty, and you'll die. Everywhere! All against me!
That was so fucking greedy. Holy shit. Especially no dodging or anything. Oh fuck. F in the chat. Oh man. Wait, are we using mine again? Yep. The thing is, the funny thing is, with how often I abuse the mine here, if I didn't die, this would have been an excellent grade, probably. Because all the times I took damage and, you know, the sound trap triggers, they would have been evened out. Call sounds are different. Now it's the game being, like, the game sound being more clear, Lito. Like, the game is more crisp sound-wise. That kind of changed for some reason with Geister, and ever since then the game is like, it just sounds worse. The game is more crisp regarding like voice lines and sound effects and everything way back then. Like also like the dialogue is like more audible and all that stuff. Oh god, I'm gonna exhaust myself again. Never mind actually, we have adrenaline. I think we're fine. But yeah, we're looping around again. Are we looking for heal now, or are we gonna do another greedy move? Chat, I wanna have bets. Are we gonna die again because of a greedy move or what? Has someone figured out? I think someone actually has. I'm pretty sure there's actually a Steam guide that of someone who has done the math. Which, I mean, it boils down to it boils down to using items and stuff doesn't do a whole lot. Triggering sound traps doesn't do a whole lot. Taking damage does do medium. Using a rig does high. Dying does high, or something like that. Holy, that's a jackpot. I think that little pause there was just that I just came, I'm pretty sure, when I saw the 2 heals. Hey, sign me up, brother. Yeah, it's a lot harder to A+ without the posters, and normally not worth it. Like, if you're speedrunning, for example, for A+, you wanna get the posters. It's not worth it. Try to do it without the posters, because it still takes like an eternity. And you're obviously uncertain whether or not that actually, you know, was actually gonna be an A+. If you get the posters, then obviously it's, you know, you're guaranteed to know that, you know, you just got all the posters. Wait, I'm not gonna use the big heal. I'm going in with 3 bars. Pretty based, honestly. That's Frank again. He had a higher spawn rate because I think it was the final exam with maximum population. Which maximum population translates in increased, like increased threat 2 nowadays. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm gonna get hit again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get hit again. Oh, there's still a mine up.
I'm gonna hurt you! Oh, what's wrong with you? Punk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just stop. You ain't never really clear with the law.
Go you, Freedom! Motherfucker!
Well, we watch him playing the solo. Hey Spooky, this is actually me playing. When the game came out, the first time I played Program X Final Exam Killer Snitch. Like, pretty much 1 year ago at this point. Yeah, almost. Like, this month, I think on the 18th, it's like 1 year anniversary of Early Access release. Yeah, pretty much 1 year ago at this point. That's so funny. Yeah, Luvian. I didn't know about that back then either. Yeah, that sounds pain. And I think that's about, yeah, we're just gonna wait for mine again and then, you know. I'm pretty sure, even though we died twice, we got elevated to C simply because of how many times we used our rig and so on and so forth. But yeah, this was like final exam killer snitch with... This was, I think, maximum trap, maximum enemy, no intel, limited hiding spot 2, unreliable doors, and limited item 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it all was. And again, maximum population translates into increased population 2 nowadays. So yeah. But yeah, if you like let's look at this shit, I suppose. Used blind rig successfully 25 times. How did you not step on any sound trap? Propaganda. True, they didn't detect any sound traps. I never noticed that. Like, the sound trap indicator is completely missing. That has to be a bug. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. Max Pop was one of the coolest, if not one of the more challenging variators. Yeah. But yeah, eventually I went ahead and did the final exam killer snitch of my first speedrun, and that was the first speedrun I ever did. Final exam killer snitch A+. Was like 11 minutes, and that was like the first speedrun that I ever did for the channel, way back when. Yeah, I tripped multiple sound traps. I don't know why they're missing there, to be honest. You know, I'm at a loss of words for that, but yeah. That was that thing. Actually, do I have a good Omega? I don't know, I don't want to play the game anymore today. I'm just looking if there's something to talk about. Wait, was that? What was that? Oh, wait. What I was like with him? Wasn't there a really good... I don't know what the hell that was. 25 minutes. I think there was one that goes like for 1 hour or something. No, that was like for more the other people. 45, 7, 32. Or do I just not have that anymore? Yeah, I don't have that anymore, sadly. But there was also one Omega I did, which was probably the most insane thing I've ever had in this game. Where actually, you know that cliche? Like, it was kill the snitch, Omega with all the variators with no wigs. You know this epic moment where someone has to sacrifice themselves? I was that person that was like, leave me. Because it got like completely chaotic at the end. And the other 3 people I was playing together with randomly, they had to leave without me. And you know, I was like fried by Coil and you know, I got left behind. That was unironically the most epic thing that I've ever experienced in this game. So yeah. There's a reason why people like mourn for Omega to come back. I'm sure you did some, yeah. But yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm tempted to just call it a day, honestly. Unless there's something on your mind, chat, that we can still talk about. Because I'm definitely not playing the game anymore. Today, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'm in a really chatty mood, I suppose. But yeah. Now you guys saw me actually playing Final Exam Killer Snitch for the first time, pretty much. Dude, the game was so different way back when. It was so different. It's crazy. Like, you would say not much has changed, but Which technically it is true, but the few changes that there were, like the screamer change, the blind mind change, it is really different. Played with my level 8 boyfriend on a Toxic Shock right before the update and was begging him to just leave because we had 20 seconds on the clock because he went down and I died to pick him up so he would lose the tokens. It's hard being the tank of the team. Yeah. I don't miss the original Scream one single bit. That's a fair opinion to have. Your opinion is just wrong though. Nah, jokes aside though. I just miss the old Screamers, but that's also, is my opinion too rogue? Exactly. Exactly. Actually, I just remembered. Actually, let me boot up that one speedrun. Like, that was the first speedrun I ever did. For people that have not experienced the old Screamers. Actually, a showcase on what that actually looked like. Actually, because I'm pretty sure it was part of the speedrun. Hold up. Like, this was like the first speedrun I ever did, right? Was like the 11-minute one. And I'm pretty sure Screamer was like right in the middle if I remember correctly. Like right here during this, in fact, you weren't able to move. Was the gist of it. And that was kind of the main reason why people absolutely despise these fuckers. Which is fair enough. Since we are having a Yarp sesh, can I share the clip of the revive bug in the server so you're... Yeah, please do. Please do. I kinda wanna see that as well now. Kinda wanna see that as well now. Make sure to share that clip so we can laugh at another bug in this game. Holy shit, a bug in this game. What the hell? What the hell is this? Okay, I'm still on thingy, so I should be good to go to... Okay. Professional gameplay reaction. What just happened? What? What? I find it so funny how you drag him around afterwards. That is perfect. That is perfect. That was like awesome. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute that just in case before Twitch like decides to be a bitch. I'm gonna mute that. Okay, vault that. Alright. Huh? Wait, were you in a random pitch like wonder? Like there are these spots that are supposed to be dark, but they get detected as brightness. Was that what happened there? Well, that's rough. That is rough. That is actually rough. Okay. And then we have that one. Holy shit, a potato graphic though. Okay, that was him. I mean, okay to be... Wait, you had invisible. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. If you didn't have invisible, then it would make all the sense in the world. But I guess it's because, yeah, oh, it's that animation. We're getting stabbed from behind. That is, by the way, really menacing, by the way. Turns you around and then stabs you from behind. But yeah, this is just a case of invisible is just inconsistent. Like, goddamn. Get invisible, I suppose. Potato graphics are horrendous in this game. I mean, yeah. But yeah, funny clips, I will have to say. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it because I feel we're gonna just run in circles. I don't know when we're gonna go live next. I might go live tomorrow. Wait, you posted another one? Oh, there we go. Wait, and you also posted another one, Bibos, actually. This is now we're becoming a reaction, Andy. Let's go. Huh? Strongest punch ever. That was funny. Okay. And now for the last one. All right. Grab the poster. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking hell. Ow. That is fucking bad. Don't tell me it happens again. Okay, thank God. At least it didn't happen twice. God damn. Yeah, luckily I'm not on the receiving end of that most of the times, but god damn. But yeah, I'm gonna call it, guys, though. Thank you everyone for stopping by and enjoying my ramble. I appreciate it a ton, seriously. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. I don't know yet, but yeah. Thank you everyone, and have a great rest of your day and take care, everyone. Bye bye.